So yeah, it took a little longer than intended to get this all assembled. But it is assembled now, and I think I'm on like a 5 or 6 stream win streak. I have read the rules for Demonship. I have not yet played it, obviously. I'm expecting to get a thorough ass kicking. It does not sound easy, and we're gonna see how it goes. Also, something I should show you that's kind of cool about this terrain kit is it has a little secret. All these guys have little magnets in the base, and that go on. There's a 1-inch grid on the top here, and all these are kind of magnetized to it, including this like little platform. You know, all the terrain pieces are. So the one exception here is our literally glue still wet crates and containers do not have the magnets installed. And the magnets are kind of a pain in the ass with my big clumsy fingers. So I have them here and I could do them, but I probably won't. Board Game Bliss does not have this terrain kit in stock. Yeah, I feel like they had like 4 or 5 copies of Demonship when I picked it up. And the terrain kit, I might have got the only one that they had. They definitely didn't have as many terrain kits as games. So if you don't get the terrain kit, you know, you can use whatever, but there's no board included in the base game, right? Basically what you get is you get this little token pack, which admittedly, the way they describe using them is a little bit janky. They're just sort of like, I don't know, figure it out. Here's some tokens. like almost literally, that's what it says in the rule book. And you get the rule set, which is cool. It's long, but it's very atmospheric. There's a lot of flavor text and cool alien vibes in here. And you get these minis. There's 5 of them. They require an incredibly small amount of assembly. What? That was weird. I would swear the light just got dimmer. Why would that be a thing? Oh, I see why that's a thing. Okay, I'm gonna go fix that real quick. Here, I'm gonna put these minis up on the thing. The mini bases are not magnetized. And honestly, if these minis like fall apart, I'm not gonna be surprised. I never assemble minis, and there's a good reason why. Hey, Chichia Kitten, welcome in. Thanks. A hype train. Shit, I was babbling about Demonship so much I didn't even notice. Thanks so much for that hype train, friends. Thank God I saw your streaming. I was about to watch something stupid on YouTube. Well, I'm also streaming on YouTube, so you could check that out there. Wacky Tabaxi Tavern, welcome in. It was nice. We exchanged a couple comments there on your unboxing video of Seven Wonders Duel. I have my copy. I can see it right there in the shrink still. And one of these days I'm gonna have to do it. Anyways, I have to go hit a button on my PC. I can see it, but I can't reach it. So I'm gonna leave you guys to look at these cool Demonship miniatures while I go do that. Here, I'll put some mood lighting on them. Be right back. Thanks for checking out the unboxing. Yeah, no problem. I saw it there. I'm also looking to break back into more YouTube content. It's been an interesting couple weeks here. It's been busy, and I'm a little bit behind the times on that. But I'm going to be going real hard on YouTube content in April, so I'm looking forward to it. So, anyways, back to Demonship. Let's figure this out. So, in the box, you get the rules, these 5 minis. They're pretty cool. You know, this guy's just like a gun. Like, literally, I don't even know. I don't know if it's gonna focus nicely on that. But, yeah, that's the gun demon. And, we kind of look a bit like Master Chief, like, or Doom Guy. Like, this is, you know, generic, future hero in space. But that's us. And then we got these blade demons, and I don't remember what that guy's called, but he's not very nice. He has a gun for a face. So like, you know, when you don't have hands and everything that could be a hand or could involve picking things up or generally saying nice things is instead a gun, you know you're not a nice guy, right? So, oh, thanks so much. Yeah, I look forward to doing more YouTube stuff. It's gonna be good. All right, so the premise here on Demon Ship is we are alone on our ship. It has been infested by demons. Okay, and we are going to essentially try, our goal is to survive. All right, so we have to enter a number of rooms. Okay, and the game basically proceeds through three phases. The idea here is that your ship has been infested by this weird demon technology stuff. It's not even technology. I don't know if it's magic. Nobody knows. You woke up, there's demons on your ship. And when you walk out the door to go into the corridor ain't there. All the rooms have been shuffled around and kind of generally messed up. So every round of play, we're going to end up reorganizing this room with its cool little, you know, magnetic base. And using some of this terrain, we're going to occasionally add some of these things, barrels and stuff, where we can find some loot or duck for cover or whatever, stuff like that, you know, the usual. And our goal is to make it to the control panel. That's this guy. That's this guy here with this cool Edward Scissorhand. Yeah, Edward Gunface. That's what this guy's name is. We're gonna call him Edward for now. That's fun. So thanks for that hype train, by the way. That was awesome. What a great way to start a late stream. So this little console has this cool little lever on it, okay? And our goal is to get to the console and activate it. The thematically, in the first kind of phase of the game, we have to restore power. Power is out on the ship. We got to restore power. And then we have to kind of activate like the emergency beacon, okay? And it's gonna, our ship is gonna self-destruct. And then we have to quickly hustle to an escape pod. And if we manage to do that without dying, we win the game. I don't have high hopes, but we'll see how it goes. So we have, I think it's called, or pulse rate or something like that. Basically, our pulse rate starts at 3. It can never be lower than 3. We're going to use these little blood droplet things to track it, I think. I don't know. I'm going to figure out one of these tokens we can use. There's an appropriate number of these, so we're going to use these guys. Okay? And basically, we're going to start at 3, and whenever we take damage, we're actually going to add to our pulse rate. It's not necessarily we're damaged physically so much as it is, you know, we're, you know, the demons have hit our armor and are, you know, we're freaking out. We're terrified, and we get increasingly more and more terrified. If that pulse rate ever gets to 7, that's it. It's all over. Okay? There's a couple items along the way that we can get that we can use to lower that down, but frankly, not very many. It's basically soda. We can find some soda and that'll help us chill out a little bit. Okay? And otherwise we're just sort of boned. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna start at 3. I'm just gonna use these to track it. We do roll a lot of dice in this game. I just have a handful of assorted D6s that I found kicking around the house. I'm also looking for my little dice tray so they don't go everywhere, but I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me grab that real quick. Whoa. There we go. It was exactly where I left it. I'm just blind. Hey, Allison. Whoa. Aren't you at Adepticon still? Aren't you still hanging out at Adepticon? Isn't it the last day? I don't know. Gonna pop in and out here on my trip home. Oh, on your trip home, I didn't even read your whole comment. But thanks for jumping in. It was so nice to see that picture of you, Jamie, and Jared. I haven't been on socials in the last couple of days. It's been busy, but that put a smile on my face. I really appreciated that. All right, so let's get this rolling. First couple of turns here are gonna take a little bit because we do roll for a bunch of stuff, and well, hey, I've never played the game, so let's just make sure we get this right. So I think we start with rolling. We always roll our pulse rate, which I think is oh no, we roll 1d6. Okay, so we're gonna roll 1d6. This is gonna determine what room we start in. Okay, so we're gonna roll this, and we got a 6. That's actually really helpful in the 3rd chapter, but not so helpful for us right now. Okay. So let's put out let's look at our room, our guide here, and there's only 6 potential configurations of room, because we use a d6. You obviously could use this system to play however you want, but we kind of foolishly found our way into the escape pod bay. You know, we leave our quarters and we're looking at the escape pod, but it's got no power, so we can't just jump in. So that's really disappointing. Okay, so we're gonna set this up here. One of these doors is going to be the exit. One is going to be the entrance. We determine that randomly every time as well. And there's this console down here that is positively worthless for us. All right, so it says we discover 1 crate. So what that means here is we're gonna roll a d6. If we get 4 or higher, there's a crate in the room. If there isn't, we don't have one. It's a little random. So we got a 2, so we don't put a crate out. Okay. Discover functioning escape pods. That's cool. So we can find this room and not find functioning escape pods, I guess. Not that we could use them yet anyway, but damn. All right. Oh, we're gonna use the A layout also. There's A and B layouts for each room. We're gonna use layout A. Can you move to the side view to the bottom or move the dice tray down? I absolutely can. That would be like a really practical thing so you guys could see what I'm rolling. Here, why don't I move these minis off to the side, because we're not gonna need them continuously here, as well as these little bits and bobs. And I'll just slide this guy down, and let's take a look how this, I mean, I think honestly this might be a better experience if I just play it in the slider view anyway. So I might just do that, because the terrain is like, just, this stuff's super cool, you know. I like it a lot. Okay, so what else do we need to do here? We need to figure out the doors. So the doors, I think we roll, and then it determines which one's the start and which one's the exit, but I don't remember how the hell we do it. I think we just roll, and if it's a 1 to 3, we start at door 1, and if it's 4 to 6, we start at door 2. And we have to always get to the other one. Something like that. Yeah, okay. So all right, 1 to 3, we start on D1. What do we get? Now you guys can't see that though. That sucks. Anyways, I rolled a 4, so we're going to start on door E2. So we are going to start over here. We're going to say that we start through the open door and we leave through the closed door. Imagine that. This is us, little Doom guy. So you can't even see me. I'm hiding. Oh dear, I can't stand on the. Okay, I'm very acrobatic on this stair over here, but that's okay. A little more to the left. I'm ready for this unacceptable win streak to be demolished. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Gonna happen. But yeah, I'm hiding right down over here, back in the background. Nuts to you guys. This is gonna work out fine. We're gonna win. I can feel it. We're gonna keep this win streak going. There's no way. Okay, so we've set up our room here. I think that's it. We rolled for our crate. There wasn't one. We rolled for functioning escape pods. Not that we could use them. They wouldn't actually be functioning anyway. And now we're on to the demon phase. So we roll pulse dice. So that's based on our pulse rate. We start at 3. We generally cannot. I think we actually never can get under 3. So we're going to roll 3 dice. Okay. Now, basically, this is where the game starts to suck. When we roll 1 through 3, the demons get to use those to activate actions. And then 4, 5, and 6, they don't. Except after we take actions, then all the demons get to activate actions again based on what we did. There's a nice little chart here. I printed it out on the kind of rules errata so that we would have it handy, kinda, sorta. But basically we can do some damage, or we can run, or we can interact with items, and based on what we do, the demons are gonna do stuff too, okay? So, yeah. Now there aren't any demons out, but we will spawn some after our pulse roll here. So let's see how unlucky we are. Well, we started off with a 1, 2, 4. Most of those are less than 3, so that's sucky. But we're going to discard these 1s and 2s, okay? And then, because we can't take, normally we would do demon pulse actions with those. The demons activate first, but there are no demons on the board, so we can't, all right? So we'll discard these, and instead we will spawn a demon. So we're gonna roll a d6. We're gonna say that we're gonna use this nice red, evil, translucent-y red die. That's gonna be our demon spawn die, okay? So we're gonna roll a d6, and we rolled a 1. So we gotta roll again, and we're gonna either spawn 2 blade demons or a frog demon. Sweet. We rolled a 6. We're going to spawn 2 blade demons. And the way the blade demons work is that... Why did that happen again? It's when I used my Stream Deck to zoom, it changed my lighting configuration. I can see what happened. It's exactly what happened last time. The Stream Deck sends a hotkey. But what the hell? That's really weird. I don't like that. I don't want the lights to get screwed up or go out or something. Pro streamer, get out of here. Okay. That's weird. Let me go see if I can just do something about that real quick. I will be right back. All right, that should be better, maybe, kinda, sorta, we'll see. Try your best anyways, or always. Thanks, Mom. All right, back to Demonship. So we are spawning, we rolled a 6, so that means that we are gonna spawn 2 blade demons. Those are these dudes, okay? It's the only enemy that there's 2 of. I don't think they love us. They're very, where the other guy is very gunny, these guys are very bladey, okay? It looks sharp and skewery. Now, when we spawn these guys, they have different ways in which they can spawn. So these ones spawned as an ambush, okay? So this is particularly crappy because the demons are I'm gonna die on the first turn, okay? So we spawned 2 blade demons and they ambushed us, so they spawn as close to us as possible. Now we are over here in this little corridor. I can flip this guy around maybe so that we can see. I've got some serious lean going on because there's stairs and I don't know how to navigate stairs apparently. So it seems to me that one of these guys is gonna spawn there. We're just kissing, don't worry. And the other one's gonna spawn there. And that's not great for me. Manifest a win, believe in yourself. I know you can do it. Well, it's not looking promising so far, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Now the good news is these guys aren't actually going to attack us immediately, because that's not that. Yeah, they're not gonna. They're gonna hang out. Okay, they're gonna attack us on the demon whatever phase, the mirror actions phase. Okay, they're gonna be mean to us. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, so we only get to take actions with the die that's left over. So we have one dice. We have one die. We got this. It doesn't matter what's on it. But we have one success with which to take actions. And then they're going to do like a counter action. Okay, so here's our options. We can bash or blast them. Okay. You can imagine, well, that's going to give us 2 damage. So it's either a ranged or melee attack for 2 damage, and they're going to attack us back. We can spray them, which does 1 damage to 2 targets, which I don't think we can do here because we need to have line of sight. And I would say we don't have line of sight to this guy here. He's just kind of, he's a little too snuggly. Like, this guy's too snug. I mean, maybe we could reach over this guy's shoulder as we give him that deep kiss and then just, like, blast the other dude. I don't know. Anyways, so those are options, okay? We can move or blitz. Now, moving lets us move, okay? And blitz lets us move through occupied spaces, but potentially the demons, they get an opportunity to attack us. We roll a d6. On a 1, they hit us for 1 damage. Otherwise, they don't hit us. Okay, so blitzing is dangerous, you know? We can also run and gun. We can move 2 spaces and deal 1 damage. We can't do that currently because only blitz allows us to move through demons. Okay? We can also style on them, which lets us move spaces and gain an evasion token. Okay, so basically, I think this is looking like we're either blitzing or we're trying this style on them just to get an evasion token and then hope that it gets better next turn, which I'm not sure how that's going to happen. So I guess let's go for the blitz. Let's go for the blitz here. Okay. So we move up to 3 spaces, and we roll a d6 for each demon-occupied space we moved through. Yikes. All right, so we're going to use our die for a blitz. We're going to move here. We're going to run right past them. We're going to haha, joke's on you. We didn't want to kiss at all. And we're going to dodge past this guy, and then we're going to leap around this way past this dude. And that's our 1, 2, 3 spaces. We're actually behind them, laughing at them now. Okay. And we went through two demons. So we're going to have to roll twice to see if we get damaged. Okay. Perfect ad timing. I knew the pro streamer was here. I guess this is easy now. Oh. Okay. I suck at this game. On the first turn, we got cornered by 2 demons. I ran past them, and one of them stabbed me in the toe. And now I got a pulse of 4 instead of 3. Yikes. One and done? Get out of here. What? Get out of here. Okay, so now unfortunately, the way that these the demon actions work is a real pain in the butt. Okay, so demons have very similar movement rules to us. They can't move through occupied spaces. So this guy's probably going to just hang out and do a whole lot of nothing. Okay, but basically, they can. There's three kind of tiers of actions the demons can do. There's evasion, movement, and then attacking. And so when we roll those pulse dice initially, if we roll a 1, they'll attack. If we roll a 2, they'll move, but then they'll do the 1 action as well. So they'll move and then attack. And if we roll a 3, they gain an evasion token, move, and then attack. So the demons are kind of big jerks, basically. So I think with the response actions, they might only do the one thing, but I gotta double check. Because never played it. The mere actions. They do not dynamically convert. Okay, so that's what's happening in real time. The demons are moving. So they watched us stroll by and they turned to face us. That guy died, but he came back to life somehow. Okay. The only thing that's our saving grace here is we are way cooler and better at handling guns and all sorts of stuff than the demons are. So we kind of get like minor advantages there, I guess. But that's it. Trombone, welcome in. Thanks for that lurk. You never roll what you need. Hey, I rolled that 1 so that the demon stabbed me in the back. That was cool. Okay, there's one thing I want to check before we do the next turn, because there is a thing called the mark of the beast, number of the beast. So, it's only when we dodge attacks. So when they attack us, we always hit our attacks. The demons have a 50% chance. So we roll when they attack us, and if we dodge it with a 6, we get to set that aside. If we get 3 6s, we get a bunch of extra actions, but we only get that per round. Like once we make it to the exit, we don't get to do that anymore. All right, so that was one round essentially, or not even a round. That was one turn, I guess. We set up our room. We did our wits phase, and the way the wits phase works, that's when we're actually taking actions here, is we just continue doing it until either we win or succeed in this room by making it to the exit and interacting with it successfully, or we die. So no more demons are going to spawn. As long as there's at least one on the map, that's it. But we do get to roll our 4 dice and see what happens here. Okay, we want to roll high. 4s, 5s, and 6s. Hey, thanks for that gift sub. Appreciate you. Pro at Demon's Ship as well. Leave me alone. Oh my god, we rolled 2 2s, a 3, and a 6. It's looking like it's all over here, friends. This is gonna be bad. Okay. Shit. So, the demons do their fun stuff first. Okay, they do their pulse actions now. Okay, so these ones dynamically move down. They're going to move as close to us as possible, and then they're going to attack us. Okay, because on a 2, they move. On a 3, they gain an evasion token. And I think each demon uses every die. Like, it's just, the demons are really mean, man. They're really mean. Well, I guess they only move down to the subsequent action if they can't do the first one. I suppose that's the thing. Anyways. Oh, wow. There's some really mean, like, Doom music. This makes me sound like we're going to go blast them, but we're not. Okay, so with this evade, we're going to activate each demon every time, okay? We're going to start with this, this evasion. So they're going to gain an evasion token. What are we going to call an evasion token? What does an evasion token look like? We're going to say that it's this, this little running man here. Okay, we're just going to leave it off the board. I don't know. That's an evasion token for each of these guys. So our first attack on each of them is going to do nothing. I mean, it's fine. Yeah. Okay. So they can only have one evasion. It's fine. But if they roll future evasions, then they use them to move. Okay, and then with those two, they would move, but they can't resolve. They can't resolve the two, right? Like, these guys can't move, so they're going to attack. Okay. Now, I think we're just going to leave it. We're just going to play with, like, we're going to play this straightforward. If we were being mean to me, we would have this guy move out of the way so that, you know, his other friend could come attack, but I don't think we need that. So this demon is going to attack us 2 times. Once for each 2, because they can't move. All right? So we roll a d6. Ones are, we get hit. Oh my god. Okay, we rolled a 1 and a 5. That's exactly the same as last time. Cool. Cool. We suck at this game. All right. So, the demons did their stuff, and we've got our 1 pulse die with which to take actions. What do we want to do? Wait, that's not possible. They'd be inside. Hey. I don't know what you're saying, but I don't like it. Okay, so one for each successful pulse die. Damn it, man. Okay, so we're almost dead. We've almost lost the game. We're at 5 out of 7. But we have more options this time. Okay? We can... You know what I think we should do? I think we should aggressively run away. Like, we're gonna just... These guys can evade us. These guys can evade us. They both have an evasion token. We're not going to hit them for any damage initially. We have 1 action. If we stand beside them, we're just going to die next round. So we gotta hoof it. So we're going to run. Strategic retreat. It's the only way. Game over, man. Listen. We got this. So we can move up to 3 spaces with our 1 remaining die. Okay. And we can move diagonally. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna run away. Okay, we're close to the door. Maybe if we roll not horribly, then we can take a interact action, get out of this room, the door slams shut behind us, and life will be better. I'm gonna see if I can tweak this focus a little bit so that it's actually on the demons and stuff and not the dice tray, because who cares about the dice tray? I think that should be better. All right. Now, never have your back towards your enemy. Listen, I am running as fast as possible. What do you want me to run backwards on this spaceship? And this is super cool looking. This is Demon Ship with the terrain pack. It comes pre-painted. We had to assemble it. Assembly was a bit of a pain in the ass, admittedly, but mini games aren't my thing. Only some of it was a pain in the ass. It was just a little bit different than I expected, I guess. All right, so we did a strategic retreat, okay? That means the demons, their pulse action, or sorry, their mirror action is that they also get to move, okay? Now, they have a movement speed of 3, so they're gonna also just chase us down. Okay, and we're just gonna hope that this works out. this is a problem for later. We ran away. It turns out they're fast on their feet. And we're gonna just try and solve that somehow. Shit. Okay. Maybe they're really stupid and they can't move diagonally and we're the only ones. Like, a man can dream, right? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. I really wanted to flip through this rule book and find out that the demons actually are really slow and can't move very fast. But I don't think that's the deal. Demons take the shortest possible route. That's stupid. What a dumb game. Love this game. Hey, Squidles, welcome in. James has too slow. James has long legs. Running backwards would work. I think I would trip and die. Maybe they could only see you when you ran. Like, oh, like they're like some T-Rex or something. If I stand still, it'll be fine. You know? Okay. So we're going to use the least red colored dice possible because red is like evil and mean. This brown die is also very suspect, okay? And we're gonna get rid of that one too. Okay, we've got 5 out of 7 for our pulse rate. If we get to 7, we immediately lose, okay? So we're gonna roll 5 dice. We really want to roll high this time, for the love of God. I see a 1. Oh, but it's only a... Look at that. Look at that. We got a 1. And we got 2 4s and 2 5s. So these are survivor dice that we get to use. They get to respond, but they don't immediately punch us in the face. Now, unfortunately, with this 1, they do immediately punch us in the face, right? A 1 is the attack action. So we're going to resolve this guy first. This guy can't attack, so he's going to end up doing nothing. But this front guy is going to try and attack us. He's going to cleave at us with that gigantic blade. And let's see what he rolls. Let's see what he rolls. Ah, a 6. So he whiffed it, and we get to set this die aside. If we get 3 of those, we get a cool bonus, but only within 1 room. So they reset each room. So we probably, if we're lucky here, we are going to, like, listen, here's the plan, guys. I'm here. I'm running for that door and activating it immediately. Okay? I have 4 actions, and we're gonna find a way to make this work. Okay? Because we do all of our actions, and then they do their mere actions afterwards, I think. Actually, we've never had more than 1 action. Let's check that that's actually true. Because we've been sucking. Yeah, okay. We do all of our things first. We do the pulse actions, which we did. That guy attacked us, he missed. And then we do all of our actions, and then they get to do things based on what we did. Okay, so we have 4 actions to spend, right? We're gonna spend 1 of those to move, okay? So we're gonna move over to the doorway. We still suck at doorways. Our base just doesn't fit. We slide through doors because we're super cool. That's actually what's happening there. Okay? My only beef with this game is the rules would benefit from a flowchart. 100%, actually, real quick, I'm going to talk about this. So I built this game today. Martina helped. We assembled it with the terrain kit, went through the rules, and I kind of thought of this as like, I think of Demon Ship, this is a tabletop game that's sort of in a board game format. The rule book is egregiously long for how simple the framework is, and there's some really low-hanging fruit that would make this like a million times more playable just generally, right? Like a reference card would be super dope. And I think you could fit the entire rules on like a single card reference pretty easily, you know? That's one of the things. So I agree with you wholeheartedly. And I'll probably make some mistakes because of it, right? Okay, so we did a move, and now we can interact with that thing. I think interactions get messed up if there's demons beside us, and if there's not demons beside us, we can just do it, but I don't know. If there's no demons adjacent to the survivor, the action automatically succeeds, and the action is resolved. So we're going to interact with this door, and we are going to run the hell out of this room. We're free. We're free, boys and girls. We made it. We survived one room, and we get to find out if we're any closer to turning the power back on. Also, something I failed to mention, the power's out. And there's darkness in here. Darkness is in effect until we get the power back on. We have an effective range of only 2 if we want to take ranged attacks. Okay, I totally agree. Like, the gameplay loop is great fun, but getting to understanding it is a journey. Yeah, I feel like I'm making mistakes and I'm having to flip back into the rulebook a bunch here, despite it being generally straightforward, you know? But I think that that's like, I feel like this is a weird thing. I'm gonna monologue here for a second. I feel like this is a weird thing with tabletop games, right? Like, tabletop game rule books are always foolishly long just because, like, they're super verbose, you know? And, you know, there's often a lack of reference material, or there's not enough in the box for you to just play the game. I mean, in the box, you know, this is kind of in betweensies, but like Demon Ship is a good example. You know, it doesn't, like, it comes with minis, but it comes with tokens, sorta, and it doesn't, you supply your own dice, of which you need a fair number, and like things like that. And it feels like there's like a couple little things there that could be added that would just make this like much more like general audience friendly, you know? But nonetheless, let's get back to it. I'm getting my ass kicked. I shouldn't distract from that with monologuing. So let's roll the die to see what room we're going to. We want to roll a 4. A 4 would be really sweet. Okay, and one thing we can do is we can manipulate this room die roll by exerting, but what we have to do in order to do that is increase our pulse rate 1 for each. I think we can only move it up. But anyways, we have to increase our pulse rate, which we don't want to do because we're at 5 out of 7. We'll just die. But let's see what we get. It's a 2. It's a 2. A 2 is not a 4. Okay? So, nonetheless, we escape out the door and we discover dun, 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 the armory. Okay, so this could be handy for us, perhaps. All right, so we're going to use layout A. A room stripped of comfort, laden with supplies, equipment, and weapons for personnel and ship-based combat. Okay. Okay. That sounds all right. So, we are going to have to rotate this around to get the camera to work nicely, but that's okay. All right, there is a console in here. I don't know if the platform has any significance whatsoever other than we can stand on it. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. There's a platform. You know, it makes more sense that the door's closed where we came from, because we're running away from bad guys. All right. So we can find some locked crates potentially. Let's discover locked crates. There is 1 crate, so we roll a die and we see we've got a 5. That's higher than a 4, so we discover a crate. That crate is down here. These ones don't have magnets because we didn't quite get there in assembly. And then we discover barrels. There's 2 barrels. Same deal. 4 or higher, they exist. 1 to 3, they don't, so there's no barrels in the room. A little bit of RNG for us, you know? And I think that's our layout there. So, what do we got here? Oh, we got to figure out which door we come in from. So, I rolled a 1, unsurprisingly. So that means we enter through door E1, which we're calling that the locked door, the closed door. Or wait, actually, you know what? Yeah, E1. So we're here. That door's shut behind us. We're happy. I still can't navigate stairs. You're able to stand on this spot, right? But we're gonna go like that. We know we're just emerging from the door, and that's where we're at. Okay. So it says in the armory here, the console over here in the corner, the back corner, is an armor repair station. We interact to reduce our pulse rate by 2 to a minimum of 3. Locked crates only contain flame frags and armor plates. So we got a couple options here, basically. We can come here to this locked crate and interact with it and potentially discover a armor plate or a flame frag. A flame frag is like a nade. We get to throw it at a spot, and it and the 8 adjacent spots catch fire. And fire will do 1 damage per turn to anybody standing there. The armor plates, I presume we don't have to use them immediately, and they let us repair our armor just like the console does. So we can also get to this console and, well, repair our armor. So I think we make a run for the console, you know, try to get down this little narrow corridor here. Let me show you. We're gonna race down here. Ooh, can't quite get it. Ah, there it is. Ah, try to get to this console. Throw that lever and repair our armor. And then once we've done that, we're gonna turn around and start blasting. What could go wrong? You know? What could go wrong? So, let's roll some dice. Okay, we don't have any guys on here, so we are going to spawn some, but we only spawn them if I fail at least one of these 5 dice. You know, if we skip the first phase of the demon thing, if I roll all successes. So, yeah. That's likely. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got a 1, a 3, a 3, a 3. Okay, we failed 4 out of 5 dice. This game hates me. The only saving grace is that because it is the first round, we just entered this room, we actually just discard these 4 dice and spawn a bad guy. So we don't actually need to get kicked in the teeth too much. So I got that fail out of the way early. It was strategic. It was all planned. All planned. Okay. You lived through the first room. What is this heresy? It's better than 2/3 of my runs. Yeah, this seems like it is, you know, the potential to die immediately is very high. Okay, so we have to spawn some demons. We're going to use our mean demon die here, you know, our ugly red one. And we're going to roll. What do we get? We got a 6. So we get to spawn a frog demon that's prowling and a gun demon. So I think this is our frog demon. Okay, the frog demon is like, I don't know in what world that's a frog. It's literally a gun. It's a gun with legs. It's like a huge cannon with demon legs on it. Okay, and then our gun demon literally has a gun for a face. So let's see if I can get a little close up, if it's gonna play nice or not. Come on, you know you wanna. The camera rejects me, like most things. Anyways, literal gun for a face, okay? And guns for hands. This is Edward. This is Edward Gunhand, right? You have your dice backwards. 6s are 1s, 1s are 6s. What do you mean? Hold on. Okay, so wait, maybe I got the rules wrong. Listen. This was one of the things that I was really surprised about with Demon Ship, was that maybe I missed this in the rooms. Did I mess this up? Oh, I'm rolling 1s instead of 6s. I see what you mean. Oh no, it says spawn demons as room setup. I'm an idiot. Okay, so I messed that up, and we do get all of these dice, and we do get kicked in the teeth. This is way worse than I thought. Damn. My mistake. We spawned demons. Oh, so I cheated in the first room and got a half of a turn for free. Shitty. Okay, well, we're gonna spawn those demons, and then they're gonna do their pulse actions, and we're gonna die. How's that sound? We're just gonna go with our demon roll from before. We have a prowling frog demon, this guy. So prowling spawns within 4 spaces, but out of line of sight if possible. Okay, so we're on the door space here. Here, let's turn this. We're on this door space. You know what, we're just gonna move this door because I want to actually be able to stand on it. I regret putting the stair there. I should have modified that or something. But we're on this door space, so this guy's gonna spawn 1, 2, 3. Like he's gonna be over here, out of line of sight. Just we can kind of see his little, I don't know what you call it, snout, gun snout. I don't know what that is, but it's just peeking out around the corner, right back there. Okay, and then unfortunately, this guy spawns, the gun demon spawns in the furthest space within line of sight. So I think that is this spot here, or that's 1, 2, 3, 4 away. It would actually be this spot here. He spawns way over there. All right, we're gonna get our butts kicked. It's all over, friends. It was nice knowing you. So they're kind of hiding, but we know that they're coming. We know that they're coming. Gnout? his Gnout, yes, exactly. Per our previous discussion on the rulebook, you're hardly an idiot for missing that. Honestly, the spawning rules were the one thing that I thought was like really weird, because I felt like the rulebook in a lot of places was like a bit repetitive. And then it was like, I finished the whole rulebook and I was like, well, wait, how do demons spawn? And then I went and flipped back and I saw that they spawn, if there's no demons, they spawn. And then I missed the bit about them spawning during room setup, which makes a ton of sense, but anyhow. Okay, so we have our 1 good die, which we get to keep. We get to set aside that 6 and hope that we roll some more 6s, but so far it's not looking promising. Now, we have 3 3s here, okay? We got 3, 3, 3, 1. So these demons are going to do mean, bad things to us. Now you start with the demon closest to the survivor. So we're going to start with this frog demon, okay? So the first thing he's going to do, also these guys are stronger, do more damage, and are ranged, which the blade demons aren't. So this is probably the end of us. But we're going to start with this frog demon gaining evasion, okay? So he's going to use one of the 3s to evade, all right? They can only do that once. So I'm gonna use this on the sheet down here. You guys might not be able to see it, but that's fine. And then his remaining 3s, he can't evade again and again, but what he can do is he can move. Okay, so he's got a move speed of 4. Oh, and he also gains 2 evasion tokens because he's just super nice and special. Okay. This guy's got a move speed of 4. 1, 2, 3. Gonna come snuggle us. Just hanging out, looking us down, staring us down. Okay, and then his other 3, well, he's not going to use it to evade, and he's not going to use it to move because he's snuggling us, so he will instead attack with it. So, I'm going to let this ad run. It's in progress right now, and I think there's a very good chance this frog demon is going to end us right here. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to give it 40 seconds for the ad to end, and then it's probably all over. Because this guy's like, he's serious, man. Like he is he also has a gnout. Okay. Look at that. Couple more seconds on that ad, and then we'll see if we live to tell another tale. All right, so our frog demon evaded. He gains 2 evasion tokens, so he's super hard to kill. He moved towards us, and then his final 3, he's actually going to attack us with it. And then he has another second attack. So, for his first attack, we're going to roll. Whoa! We're going to roll in the tray. Oh my god, we're going to roll in the tray! We rolled a 3. That's bad. That's I think we just died. We dodge on 4, 5, and 6. That is a 3, friends. So he's going to hit us, and he does 2 ranged damage. So we gain 2 pulse tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom! This frog demon raced up to us, blasted us, and we are dead. It is all over. We survived one room that we probably cheated in a little bit because of spawning, and then we got blasted by a frog demon. We're dead. It's all over. Damn. Okay, well, that was, you know, we've talked a lot. It's been a hot minute since we've talked about this, but sometimes it's good to just speed run to failure. You get the jitters out, the first playthrough, you figure out some, you know, we made a rules mistake with spawning and that sort of thing. And then we try again, and we, you know, arm ourselves with the knowledge that we're never going to roll higher than a 3, and we see how we can do. So let's try again. Let's try again. All right. Man, I got destroyed. Okay, so let's pop these guys off. We didn't even get to see the see Edward, you know. That's a shame. I wanted to, you know, see what happened with the scissor guns, those gun hands. All right. Let's start over. Let's start over. We've emerged, we've woken up, we're in the ship, the lights are out. We emerge from our quarters, and we find that we are in the same place we were last time, a 6. So we're gonna be in the you know, ejection room, the emergency, what do they call it here? The escape pod bay. That's a much better name than what I was saying. We're gonna use the room layout B this time, just because we can. All right. So there is a console in here. That's interesting. There's also a locked crate. Okay, so door E2. That's this guy. I'm gonna put that over there. Door E1. That's this guy. Down in this corner. We got a locked crate. We gotta see if we discover a locked crate. We do. We got a 6. I don't know if we keep that. I don't think so. So we got a locked crate hiding over here. Does looks the same on either side. Mirrored. Okay. Oh, and the platform is out. I don't know, what's the significance? Does the platform have any significance other than looking cool, Squadles? Since you've played? Would you be interested in a tip? For the love of God, yes. Yes, please. You know, I think we ran it down pretty hard there. And didn't really... as long as the tip isn't roll better, because I've tried that and so far it hasn't worked. But I would love a tip otherwise. And I'd also love to know, does the platform do anything? Is there any significance? I don't recall there being any significance to it in the rules. I think it probably is just, here's a platform. But I'd love to know, since you've played before. All right, I'm gonna roll for which door we spawn at. That's a 3. We're gonna spawn at E1. Down here in the dark corner where we can't stand. Got that lean going on again. Hello, okay. First, I haven't found anything gameplay relevant about the platform. Yes, I'm not crazy. And we're gonna spawn some bad guys to come punch us in the face. Tempted to wait for this tip in case it involves spawning bad guys. Second, I try to gain as many evade tokens as I can. Style on them is my favorite mode of transportation. Yeah, so, agreed. So, you know, my first thought when I started this was, evade tokens probably are going to save my butt, because the enemies can generally only have 1 evade token. We can have up to 3, which means we're a lot more durable. I think I kind of forgot about that when I initially spawned the monsters and got immediately cornered because they ambushed me. And then I was like, well, I have to blitz. And then I ran away. And I kind of forgot about that. So good call. Good call. Thanks for the reminder. Unless you punch them first. Oh, listen, it's an option. We died so fast. Nice to see you, by the way. Welcome in. Okay, so we gotta spawn some bad guys here. Let's see what we roll. We're gonna use our evil bad guy die. We rolled a 1. They're right behind us. We're gonna roll again. We rolled a 3. We're consistent with that, always rolling 3 or lower, which is extremely bad in this game. But that means we're going to spawn a frog demon on the hunt. This is what killed us last time. So he spawns in the furthest space within line of sight. So we jumped into this room. We leapt out of our chambers and found ourselves mysteriously in the escape pod room because the ship has been rearranged and transformed by demonic magic, and we are staring down a frog demon who is literally a gigantic gun. As far as I know, you can take evade tokens between rooms, but I might be wrong. I believe you can. I think the only thing you don't take between rooms is when you roll 6s, and you get to... you're explicitly not allowed the number of the beast or whatever. You're not allowed to take that between rooms. All right. So we emerge. We're staring down this frog demon. It's time to kick their butt this time. Demon ship is easy. Remember when I said that? The funniest thing is that once we get to the 3rd phase of the game, so when we've successfully completed, got to the correct room, hit the console, we've done that twice. Then in the 3rd phase of the game, we have to do it again, and you have a round limit. You can only explore 6 rooms or you lose. As if that's a challenge. We made it like 1.5 rooms last run. So, darkness loves technology. It would have started with lasers. 8 o'clock, day 1. Yeah, there you go. All right, so, oh, wait. Let's roll here. We got a pulse of 3. We're gonna roll 3 dice. Please let them be not 1s. We got a 2, a 3, and a 6. I mean, be careful what you wish for, I suppose. So we get to use this, but we do get to hold it over for our number of the beast. But first, we got to resolve these actions. So our frog demon is first going to evade. Okay. Now the frog demon is a jerk, and he gets to evade. He gets 2 tokens when he evades. Okay. So I'm just going to use this down here. Oh, you guys can't see it anyway, but we're using this running thing as an evade token, because why not? So he gets 2 of that. So that was his 3. And then his 2, he's going to move. All right, and he can move, and he's going to move up close and personal, because why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he come give us a nice snuggle? He doesn't attack melee anyway, but I believe they just always move as close as possible, right? I think so. Let's check. Let's double check. I don't like it's pretty simple. I don't think there's a lot of AI here with the respective demons, other than where they spawn and how they kind of start, right? Yeah, I think he's gonna come, you know, snuggle us, make it hard for us to run away, you know? Oh, we only get the number of the beast when we dodge an attack, not when we roll our pulse dice. Shit, man, everything about this is horribly tough. We're so screwed. All right. Can you move the dice tray a bit again? Oh, where did I put it? Oh, it's behind the thing. I tried to get it like just sort of, I don't know where it should be. I really should probably leave these dice in there. Or I could just, you know what? I could just roll them here. And then there's more space for me to keep them and manage them without it feeling awkward for me. So that gun demon is aiming at a rough spot. What, was it better with the tray? Okay, fine. We'll put the tray back. All right, there. And yes, I agree. The gun demon, the frog demon rather, he I don't know why we have to. I'd really like it if we didn't lean so aggressively. Oh, now we're just dead. But we're really big on leaning on these stairs. We haven't figured out how to navigate stairs, and this is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Okay. So he moved forward. He gained evasion, so we're gonna have a really tough time damaging him. And we have 1 action that we can take. So let's see. If we want to move through him, we're kind of stuck in the same thing as before, right? Where if we're going to try to move through him, we're going to need to blitz, right? I think. Because blitzing is the only way we can move through demon-occupied spaces. Now, we could just take the advice that Squadles gave us. We could just style on him anyway. We wouldn't be able to move, but we would gain an evasion token. And then the action that the demon would get would also be to gain an evasion token, which doesn't matter. He's already got 2, right? Watch the stairs. Yeah, if it's any consolation, I got the digital version, and I can't set my survivor on that door tile either. Okay. Well, you're allowed to you know, to use the, like, it's a space. It's a valid space. It's very hard to navigate, apparently. All right. Listen, I'm really tempted to just run again, to blitz and run. But then he's gonna move and he's gonna follow us. So you know what? Let's just style on him. Let's style on him. We can't move, but we can gain an evasion token, which means we'll be harder to kill. Okay? He would also gain evasion, but he's got it already. So we have 3, a pulse rate of 3, and 1 evasion token. And that means it's time to roll dice again. Let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get. 2, 3, 4. Wow, this is starting to feel really familiar, except this time, remember that sensitive area that our friend is aiming at here? Yeah, well, he can't evade and he can't move, so he's gonna start blasting, and it's gonna be uncomfortable. So, we do his actions first. We start with the 3. He can't evade, so it becomes a 2. He can't move because he's snuggling us, so it becomes a 1, and he attacks us. So we'll get out our painful demon die of destiny. We know how this goes. We've been here. It's a 3. So he would normally hit us, but we've got that evasion token. So I believe that means it's just a miss. We just spend the evasion token, and it's a miss. I think I did that correctly. I think we roll for it, and it's only if they would hit us that we spend it, not that we just spend it in order to not roll. I could be wrong. But hey, guess what? He's got this other die, this 2. He can't move, so he's going to attack us with that one as well. So he gets another shot at it. Ah, but we got a 4, so this time we just dodge it. We kind of, just sort of like, stand up a little bit, and he misses. All right, now we've got a 4. We lost our evasion token. This strategy doesn't feel like it's working unless we roll a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like, the key to this game so far is let's try rolling better, because every time, like last time we started the scenario like this too, we got immediately cornered by a demon. This time's looking a little bit spicier than last time. I mean, I think we were kissing the blade demon, but it makes it very difficult to go forth and triumph when we're just sort of stuck here. Let me check how evasion works. Let me make sure I get this right. Don't wanna go cheating like I did with spawning, First point of damage is evaded. There you go. Okay, so if we just attack this guy, I mean, he'll attack us back, which is sucky. But if we just attack him, we would do 2 damage, which would get rid of his 2 evasion. And then we could potentially do more damage. But that sucks, because then he's gonna, like, he might just evade again or something. It would be swell. It would be swell if we could do 2 actions and shoot him or attack him perhaps twice in a row, maybe. So why don't we just, we're gonna try what we did last time. What could go wrong? It immediately failed last time. What could go wrong this time? We're gonna blitz. Okay, we got to get out of this corner. This feels very uncomfortable. I don't like how he's looking at me. And we're gonna move 1, 2, 3 away from him. We're gonna kind of crouch around the corner and wait for him to approach us and then blast him in the face. Okay, now his response to us taking a blitz action is that he moves. So he can move up to 4. So he's gonna come right here, and we are ready for some conflict. Looks like we're ready for more than conflict. He stretched to dodge. Exactly, that's exactly right. Okay, so far we've sort of run away from this evil thing, and we still only have our pulse rate of 3. We're getting a good workout here. We're getting warmed up for future conflict. Let's see how we do here. 1, 3, 6. Okay, so we're still in this. We really don't enjoy rolling more than 1 success. We're beating the odds. So good thing we didn't fight him, because he just would have gained all that evasion back. But it's basically going to be the same as last time, right? He can't use this 3 in order to attack us, or sorry, to evade, because he's got max evasion. So he's going to use it to move, but he can't move because he's snuggling us. So he's going to use it to attack, and then he's going to attack us with this one as well. So let's see how we do. What do we get? A 3. Okay, so he hits us. And we don't have an evasion token because we foolishly blitzed last time. So we're now at a pulse rate of 5. Okay? And he's going to attack us a second time. And he's going to hit us a second time. We literally just died. We just died again. Fuck. Okay. Suggestions? What could I could have styled on him and not run away. But then I'm just standing there styling on him indefinitely, right? I think I had to like make a move and then, you know, one of the, like, even if I'd taken that damage so I was rolling 5 dice instead of 3, then I would have had a little bit more opportunity to attack him. But instead we just got like one tapped, right? Like we just, that's it. We got demon shipped. Brave Sir Robin, indeed. I'm not gonna sing it, but that's one of my favorite movies for sure. Haven't seen it in probably close to a decade though. It's been a minute. I would also say that that is one of my favorite movies, and probably the single movie, this is Monty Python and the Holy Grail, that stands out in my mind as having the singular worst ending of any movie I've ever watched. I can't think of one that I dislike more. The ratio of greatness to ugh is severe. All right, I got demon shipped. Well, there's only one thing to do. It's to try again, okay? Yeah. So, we died in, what, 3 turns? That was turn 3. That's like that's bad even for me. Like, holy crap. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do 2 things. One, I'm gonna take a quick break and refresh my coffee. And I'm going to put on a hoodie. I'm cold. It's cold on this ship. So I'm gonna take just like a 2-minute break, maybe 3 minutes. Anyways, whatever. A quick break. I'm gonna run and grab a coffee and a little wardrobe change because I am freezing. And then that will be what we need. I need to just warm up a little bit. You know, I got the jitters out. I did that speed running to failure thing we talked about. So surely our next attempt, great success. So I will see you back here in just a couple minutes. Thanks, guys. All right, that took a little bit longer than anticipated, but thanks for hanging out. We're gonna give this another shot. This time, it's gonna be different. So, we're back to demon ship. I'd like to make it through a room. You know, I feel like that first one, all we did was the strategic retreat. And that wasn't very satisfying. I'd like to kill an enemy and make it through a room. I feel like that's a good goal. And if that's all we get done today, because we're too busy getting our butts kicked. I say we as though it's you guys failing, but we all know who it is. We all know. Nonetheless, let's give this another try. The posture check. Welcome back, Trombone. Thought you were just lurking. How you been? Hope you're well. How's Minerva doing? Hey! That's true, and I don't like it. I did fix those, though, so that felt good. No longer stuck using trigger fire. Got it all running locally. Really happy about it. All right, let's try this again. So, we hear loud noises. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to read the intro here. It's brief. It's brief. The sound of groaning metal startles you awake. Just then, a shockwave of force violently tosses something across the room. Something has hit the ship. After a few moments, you struggle to your feet, dazed but alive. Your thoughts are discombobulated, darting in and out of your mind, but one lingers. What the hell happened? It's dark, and you can't see very far in the dim glow of the emergency lights. Noises you've never heard echo from corridors deeper in the ship. It burns to listen to, hisses and shrieks with demonic speech. Instinctively, you reach for your signature weapon and prime it for action. The demonic delve into demonship. All right, so we emerge from our quarters after the ship gets hit by something and we're startled awake, and we enter the armory. We're back to the armory. This time we're gonna like find a frag grenade and blow something up. Okay. Just saying hi before I go crash. Mitralia, nice to see you. Have fun and everyone have an awesome day. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate that. You're making granola. Minerva has been loving lately and curled up on top of me as I napped this afternoon, and even returned multiple times when I readjusted. Nice. I have I'm curious. I'm curious because you're a cat owner. I have a theory. So we have two cats, Demon and Cornelius. Cornelius is like an orange tabby, right? And I recently, maybe not that recently, but I'd put another blanket on the bed. I was getting cold at night. I just threw a blanket on there, and it was like kind of orangey colored. It's very similar in color to Cornelius. And shortly after I did that, he started like sleeping on the bed with me, and he wouldn't do it prior to that. I think there's a strong correlation between like the blanket is the same color as the cat and he likes staying there. It's like some, I don't know, camouflage instinct or something. What do you think? All right, we're back in the armory. Okay. We're going to flip a coin for layout. We're going to flip a coin. We're going to keep things interesting. So we're going to use this coin that I keep handy. Okay. Heads is heads. Tails is this Dryad Gaming Co. logo. I don't know if they exist anymore. I kickstarted a kind of like decent but not fabulous dice tower from them. And it's only so-so and took forever to arrive. What did I get? I got heads. That's layout A. So, we're back in the armory. We know the console is here. In the corner. We got to roll for locked crates and barrels. There's one locked crate potentially. There's no locked crates. And there is one barrel. This is the first time we've had a barrel. We're just going to put it over there because we can. They don't block line of sight. They mostly just get in our way, I think. So that is... Oh, this guy is here. So that is our setup. And we begin on E2. So we're going to start over here. And we get to spawn baddies. What are we going to spawn this time? We rolled a 4. 2 blade demons that are prowling. So prowling means they're within 4 spaces, but out of line of sight if possible. So I think that means our blade demons are going to spawn right there and there. They're talking about cutting us down. Okay, so there we go. We're hiding back here at the doorway. These guys are conversing about, hey, it's been a while since we stabbed a human, hey? You know? And because this is the armory, we can repair our armor, which isn't super helpful right now because we can never go below 3 pulse rate. But we can also... Oh, there isn't a locked crate either. So you know what we're going to try to do? We're going to try to kill these dudes and then see what happens. Could be many cats are particular to textures, and there are many stories of cats only staying on a bed if a certain blanket is there. It's fair. It's fair. All right, so there we are, staring these guys down. We have a pulse rate of 3, which means we get to roll 3 dice. We're gonna change our dice because that's surely been the problem. The dice have been the problem. It's all their fault. Holy crap, we rolled 2 5s. That's a record. We get to take two actions. Wild. Now, we rolled a 3 for the pulse die here, okay? So that means that our demon friends are going to take an evasion action, okay? So our blade demons each have 1 evasion. And these guys do extra damage if they're both adjacent to the survivor. So if we can just end one of them, that'd be really swell. So we can blast them. When we take ranged attacks here, you have to have line of sight, but your range is unlimited because we're in a very small corridor. We have a big gun. We can attack them from where we're at, and they would attack us back, but these guys don't have a ranged attack, so they're not going to hurt us. So if we did 1 ranged attack, we won't kill the demon because he's got an evade token, but we would do 1 damage to him, and we get to attack a second time, and then he'd be dead. Or we could attack once and then we could style on them or something like that. It's going to cause them to evade, which makes me sad. Let's just blast them. We said our goal this time, we talked about this. I just threw it out there. Our goal was just to kill something. So why don't we just attack this guy twice? We're going to blast him. Okay? Oh my god, Squadles, why did you ruin my day? Why did I read chat? You're right. Squadles is right. We can't blast him because you'll recall in the little intro, the power is out. It's dark. We have only a vision of 2. We can't actually see them right now. They're talking, hey, let's kill some humans. And we can't actually tell that they're there because we're way back here in the darkness, right? Shit. Shit. Maybe it was the dice. Agreed. I wanted a fish prince. Oh my god, Bockel. And that's from King of the Castle. All I wanted to do was seduce the fish prince. Never worked out. All right. You shouldn't be sorry. That's good. I don't like making rules errors. That would bother me later. So I had forgotten about the darkness. Speaking of darkness, just for funsies, I want to see something here. I want to see something. If we add a little bit of mood lighting, and there, let's try this. We're gonna just for funsies temporarily. I want to see here. What's this game look like in the dark? Yeah, that's more like what's happening. So we are back here. We're you can't see at all. I did not have this set up for this at all. I could have. I didn't. But this is what the real experience, right? The lights are flashing. Stuff's going on. These guys are talking about feasting in some demonic tongue we don't understand. And we're just kind of back here, literally in the dark. We have no idea. We hear distant sounds, but you're right. We cannot blast them. So, that said, how the hell are we going to make this work? Well, I mean, we can do the the little wombo combo that we had thought about before. The challenge is if we style on them and then shoot them, we're gonna be really close to them, and that's gonna be uncomfortable. The nice thing is that styling on them gives them another evasion, and they can't have more evasion than they already do, and the reactions that the demons do don't cascade, so they'll just do nothing. So if we style on them twice, we use these dice to style on them twice, that lets us move up to 4 spaces total and gain 2 evasion tokens. So we could style on them to get over to here. Wait, the console just lets us repair. We don't need to go to the console. But anyways, we can style on them. I guess we can move diagonally too. So we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe this isn't the time that we kill them, and we just abuse the dark, gain our 2 evasion, and peace out. You know, we sneak out the door while they're not looking. I don't have enough tokens that might be evasion. Yes, I do. All right, we got 2 evasion tokens. We styled on them twice. They would evade, and they would evade again. They can't evade more than that. That's fine. Let's roll. Next round. Oh, crap. Shit. Okay, so this is... Well, we're right back to where... We were doing great, and now we're right back to where we were. We need to roll 4 and higher to do anything. We rolled a 1, 2, 3. So I think our having 2 evasion is gonna end poorly for us. Okay, so we start with the closest dude. He is going to take an evasion action, but he already has an evasion token, so instead he will take a move action. These guys can move up to 3 spots, and I conveniently positioned myself 3 spots away. Isn't that sweet? So he's gonna come give us a snuggle. So that was his 3. His 2, well, he doesn't need to move, so he's gonna attack us twice. Sweet. And if 2 blade demons are adjacent to the survivor, it does 2 damage, but it's not gonna do that currently because there's only 1 adjacent right now. So it's too bad the survivor doesn't get mirror actions on turns like this. Yeah, agreed, because you know, we're just trying to do our thing. We're trying to get to that door, and this guy's like, you know what? I don't like your face. And he runs up, and he's gonna try and stab us. So we're gonna use our evil demon die. Okay, his first attack, he misses. That's a 5. Okay, and his second attack, he hits us, but we have 2 evasion tokens. So now we're down to 1 evasion token, but at least we're doing okay. So then our other friend is going to do the same. He's going to use this 3. That's going to become a move, and he will move up to 3. So 1, 2, 3. He can also move adjacent to us, which means he will also attack twice. And because there's 2 blade demons adjacent to us now, this will do 2 damage if it hits us. We have 1 more evasion token. We rolled a 1, so goodbye evasion token. And then we rolled a 6. Hey, so we dodge it and we get to keep that die as the number of the beast. If we get 3 6s by dodging, then we get to do some cool matrix shit. So that's sweet. I'm telling you, your dice are backwards. Flip them, 1s are 6s, 6s are 1s. Give that a go. Okay, we'll try that next run. We'll see. No, because then, you know what? The second I try doing that, I'm going to roll, like, perfectly, and it's just going to be an embarrassment. I can't do it. Anyhow, we don't get to actually take any actions because we didn't succeed at rolling any survivor dice. So the demons did mean things to us. We can no longer evade. And it's time to see what happens. Oh, we got a 6, a 2, and a 3. Okay, so we at least get to do something this turn. But not before they kick our butts. And just like last time, they're each going to attack us twice. Okay? Not only are they going to attack us twice, but because they're side by side, 2 damage if we get hit. So we just have to not die. Okay? They get attacked 4 times. Each of them's a 50-50. If we get hit twice, we lose the game. We'll use the other red die. We'll use the other red die. I rolled a 2. That's a hit. That's a hit. We're at 5. All right. Shit. Not like this. Not like this. It was going well. I rolled another 2. We died. God. God. I got demon shipped again. Again. I feel like fundamentally what I need to do here is roll better. That turn where we didn't get to do anything kind of screwed us really hard. Okay. The really good news here, the singular, like, most saving grace here is that we're dying so swiftly that it's easy to just set up again and give it a whirl. In fact, I think we're even gonna just reset this room. We'll do the demons again, but I'm just gonna we'll use the same room, and I'll do the player and demon setup again, and then we'll just go through it. Damn. Time to drive to Adepticon and give Malev a piece of your mind. Honestly, you know what? I like challenging games. I'm having fun getting my butt kicked, though it does feel like, do I think I'm playing like super risky and, making big mistakes or something like that? No. I feel like I've been a bit unlucky so far. But we'll find a way. We'll get there. The good news is that despite being, losing, like, it's been fun. I like the, the atmosphere here in the game is good. And the core gameplay loop is pretty easy now that I've kind of gone through it a couple of times. Still maintain a flowchart or reference card would have been super cool. But, demons are on the ship. Back to regularly scheduled dying. Wait, do you ever play a game and not get your butt kicked? Yeah, actually, Trombone. I mean, that was the thing with this run is I've been playing, I'm on like a win streak of like 6 games or something like that. It's really unnatural and weird. I didn't like it. This feels like the space I normally operate in, and I'm much more comfortable now. So I think you should get some red paint and an old miniature brush, and every time we go down, you Jackson. Listen, it wouldn't. I mean, I like the idea. We could like do some blood splatters, but at the rate we're going here, I might as well just take a rattle can and spray the whole thing red. Success has been fleeting. So, anyways, let's give this a try. Okay, so where do we spawn? We spawn at E2, which is this guy. And our demon friend is going to be number 1. We get to roll again. It's either a frog demon or some blade demons. It is 2 blade demons, and they are ambushing us. So those blade demons, when they ambush, they spawn adjacent or as close as possible. So they're going to make use of this platform, I think. And overall, this is not looking promising. Like I said, we can run it down fast at least. We're, behind those blade demons. Yeah, that's where we're at. We're tucked in back there, waiting to get our butts kicked. The space I operate in, my defeat. Yeah, that's exactly right. All right. So, I'm really tempted to try the inverted dice thing. But one, I'll probably just get confused, and two, I know that'll be the time I roll well. Can't do it. I can't do it. Okay. We're just gonna get right into it. We got 3 pulse dice. What do we got? Oh my god, I got a 6 and 2 4s. If I had done the inverted dice, it would have been a disaster. Like immediately, I would have regretted it forever. I can't believe that I didn't roll anything negative. I actually have to, something happens when, I think we're just lucky. They just don't do any pulse things, right? Combo breaker. Survivor does a cool pose with cinematic flair. We skip the first demon turn and go right into our survivor turn. So they don't get to do anything. They have the turn that we had last time. Sucks to suck, demons. All right, so we got 2 4s and a 6. What the hell are we gonna do with it? Now, it's tempting. We have to do some style on them at some point here to gain some evasion. And it's tempting to just kill them both, but I think we actually should. Blade demons are the least bad demon, and if we kill them both, then we spawn new demons. We have a turn where they kind of don't do anything. They just spend that turn spawning, but I think we'd be better off just leaving one of the blade demons. So they're right in our face. It doesn't matter if it's dark or otherwise, right? We can see those guys for sure. So let's blast one of them, right? Now, when we blast one of them, that means that the other one's gonna attack, but they resolve their actions after we do ours. So I think this feels like a weird part of the game, but it would be so excruciatingly challenging if that wasn't the way it was. If it isn't hard enough already. Yeah, the mirror actions happen after our actions, for sure. Okay, so let's blast one of them. We're gonna use one of our dice. We can do 2 damage. These guys don't have any evasion or anything, and they only have 2 health, so we can just kill one of them. He's dead. We ended him. I expect dramatic roleplay. You're in the wrong stream. You're in the wrong stream. I think my just being ecstatic about having not failed horribly at rolling was enough. Okay, and then we got 2 more. So the demon can attack, the more I read this, the more do they do this immediately? No, that doesn't make, like, that makes sense thematically because it's supposed to happen in real time, and the reference implies that it should happen immediately. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I just want to read this now, because now I'm confused that I might have been doing something else wrong, too. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I've just had a shocking revelation by reading this thing. Pretty sure mirror actions happen after all of the survivors' actions, but I'm not the rulebook. So I think that you're right. That's what it says. But what's interesting here is that the FAQ implies that the mirror actions, or not the mirror actions, the pulse actions, Okay, so I've been making a mistake. Okay, so listen. Suddenly, there's a epiphany here that probably greatly affects the difficulty curve. Okay, so what I've been doing is when I've been resolving all of the actions for each demon, but that's apparently not the way it works. You're supposed to resolve as many actions as possible for like the closest demon, and then whatever's left over gets resolved by the other demons. I mean, the frog guy still would have one-tapped us, right? But like the last time, we wouldn't have got, well, we also would have died that time too. But at least some of the time we would have had the demons taking fewer damage, or like doing fewer actions, rather. So that's an important thing to note. Damn. All right, let's do this. We have shot the one guy. We got 2 actions left. We know we want to style on him. We're just going to style on him twice. That lets us move up to 2 spaces each time. And we can gain 2 evasion tokens while we do it. We can go 1, 2. Okay. And then we can move towards our ultimate escape. Our escape, our freedom is back here. And we can move 1, 2. We gain 2 evasion tokens. We don't have enough actions to actually go and get to the door anyway. Okay, so we'll do it that way, and then we're going to do the mirror actions. Okay, this is weird because this feels so different. We're not just immediately dead. We actually have more than 1 mirror action to do. And I feel like so at a loss about how the hell it's supposed to work. Okay, so we perform the same set of actions in the same sequence with the surviving demons. So we first attacked and then we moved twice, or then we styled on him. So that means that he'll attack, there's nothing to attack, so he won't do anything. And then he's going to evade twice, and these ones don't dynamically change. So he'll gain an evasion token, but he doesn't move. He just hangs out. And that sets us up very nicely to actually get out of this room. We kill the dude, and we might escape the room. This is weird. This is unusual. I don't know what to make of this. Oh my god, we did it again! 4, 5, 6. Can you imagine? I played with the freaking inverted dice and just rolled all high dice 2 turns in a row? It would have been a disaster. All right. So we did it. We did it. Okay. We're going to style on him. That lets us move twice and get an evasion token. We're now maxed out on evasion, and then we're going to interact with the door. We made it through the room. We did it. Boom. Let's see where we're going. It's simply threat of inversion. That's all it took. You're right, totally. The mere idea of it. All right, so we rolled a 1. That means we're in the corridor. Okay. So what's the corridor? We've never been in the corridor, I don't think, because we've been too busy dying. So heads will do corridor A, tails will do corridor B. What do we get? We got heads. That is the ugly heads on this coin. It's weird looking. I don't know about it. Anyways, regardless, we're doing A. So the corridor, we get to discover locked crates and barrels. It's a connecting area filled with debris, random supplies strewn about from when the invasion occurred. All right, so E1, E2, Oh, that's upside down. No wonder it didn't stick. Magnets can't work when they're on the top, far away from the magnetic surface. Oh, I missed the platform. Fool. I really like the magnetic terrain. Does it functionally make this gameplay experience better? Maybe slightly, because you can't knock the things around, but it's unusually entertainingly fun to do. Granola is put away and the kitchen cleaned up. Did James die again yet? No, while you were gone, I actually rolled 6 out of 6 successes. So that was really uncharacteristically good. I'm not sure how to feel about it, honestly. So, okay, so let's roll for locked crates. We found 2. I haven't rolled anything lower than a 4 so far. I'm getting really concerned about it. I don't like it. It's making me nervous. Bad things are going to happen. Okay, and then let's roll for barrels. There's 1 barrel. We're just going to put it here. I don't know that it makes a difference. And we get to spawn a demon. Where are we going to spawn this time? 1. So we got to roll again. 4. So this is the same as last time. We get ambushed immediately. I guess we need to know where I'm spawning first. We are spawning at E2. So we are over here. This feels very familiar to last time. We're on the platform. We get immediately ambushed by 2 blade demons. We have 3 evasion tokens, so we're kind of tough. We still can't step on that stair. We're not talented enough. We still haven't figured that out. We haven't mastered walking down a set of 2 stairs. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I think I'm going to slightly adjust the camera here. It's going to look janky probably, but I'm going to do it. Let's just pause it real quick. Keeps misfocusing on the dice tray, and it makes me irrationally angry. What was that gonna... No, that is not gonna be good enough. This hex key is in the most awkward position ever. Surprisingly hard to do. Hey. All right. That should still be better. Is it perfect? No. Should it stop misfocusing? I hope so. Can't zoom it in any further with the lens that's on there. I'm not going to screw around with it too much. But you can see us hiding back here. Got these guys on the platform with us. It's an earthquake! Yeah, it's true. I know that was probably pretty wild camera shake there. I'm sorry. I wish I had a practical way to just like play this game with the cool mood lighting out. There's no way to make it really work because it'll just be dark and miserable, I think. I mean, it's kind of thematically correct, but just doesn't quite work. Could screw around with it someday off stream, maybe. Anyway, next time. Goals. Life goals. Use the pink magenta light on stream more often somehow. Okay, so we got ambushed. That sucks. Nobody loves that for us. We're in the corridor. A special rule with the corridor is that if we roll the corridor again, we get to find the room that we're looking for. like room 4, the like power console to turn the power back on. So let's see what we get here. There we go. There's the dice we know and love. A 1, a 2, and a 4. There are the dice we know and love. All right. So this is important because we're not going to get just one tapped here, right? We're going to do this correctly. So neither of these dice or these monsters can resolve a movement. So there's 2 attacks. So they're each going to attack us once. Or one of them will attack us twice. But they're not going to each attack us twice, which is what we would have done last time. So that's a significant difference. And we have lots of evasion. So we're okay here. What do we have happen? Okay, so that's a hit. One of our evasion is gone. And that is a miss. Swing and a miss. So we've resolved our 2 attacks. The demon phase is over. We got 1 action left. They don't have any evasion. Why don't we blast one of them in the face? Then there's only 1, and then we'll only take 1 damage instead of 2. Do we lose 2 evasion tokens for that attack? I don't know. 2 damage is dealt during its attack action. Okay, we would have lost 2. All right, we're gonna use our 1 die here. We're gonna blast this guy in the face. Same as last time. Get off my platform. The guy's dead. He takes 2 damage. Now, the mirror action, unfortunately, is that this guy will attack us. So, he's right beside us. We rolled a 1. So he's going to use up our last evasion token. We still haven't taken any damage, though. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay. So we got that 1 demon hiding back there. We got our no evasion, but our pulse rate's only 3. We rolled a 5 and 2 2s. So we're back to getting attacked twice. I was on the wrong camera, but 5 and 2 2s. So those 2s are both going to become 1s. He's going to try and attack us only for 1 damage now, and then we get to do something back. Be happy about that. Hey, we dodged with a 6, so we get to keep that. Nice. We'll use the other red die. The second attack. That's a 3, so that's a hit. So we will take 1 damage. Our pulse rate is now up to 4 out of 7. And we get to take to do 1 action. Now, you know, we could blast him. It means that next turn we spend the turn just gets spent with them spawning, right? Or we could run and gun. We could do 1 damage to him and move. He'd move to follow us, but that makes it really easy for us to maybe do another run and gun next time. Alternatively, we could just style on him. If we style on him, we gain that evasion token back. I think that's probably, we want to always have at least an evasion token, because then we're not, you know, we're not getting our butt kicked. And also, we don't really want to kill this blade demon, because then something meaner and nastier is going to spawn, right? So let's use our 1. We're going to style on him. We're going to move towards this locked crate. So we'll move 2. We gain an evasion token. That's big. And then our friend here also gains an evasion token. So that sort of sucks, but you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, right? We're getting ever so close towards this locked crate that you guys can't really see. It's hiding in there though. Okay, and we're putting some distance between us and that guy. He's still close enough that we can shoot him with our gun, so that's big. But it would take 2 attacks to finish him off, and we don't really want him. Now, next turn. 4, 5, 5. What the hell is happening? So on what, 3 out of 4 turns, or is it 3 out of 5. I'm not sure. Some extremely high success rate. We have rolled no bad dice. Wild. Okay, so we get to just do what we want now. We need to unfortunately be adjacent to this in order to interact with it, and adjacency is only, we can move diagonally, but adjacency needs to be orthogonal adjacency. So, why don't we want that locked crate bad. So why don't we use one to style on him. We get to move one, we gain another evasion token. We've got 2. Okay. And then we can interact with it. So we'll crack it open. We've never gained an item before. I think we don't actually, we get a test. We have to test if we succeed, I think. Let's see. Okay, it automatically succeeds as long as we're not adjacent to any demons. So, sweet. So I think that means we roll. Where is it in here? God, we're in like such a weird thing. Okay, so we roll a d6. This is going to determine what we get out of our locked crate. It's now open. 1 to 2 is a flame frag. 3 to 4 is a style soda. And 5 to 6 is an armor plate. So we get an armor plate. We're going to say that that's this big vest. That's cool. I like that for us. We've used 2 actions. The armor plate reduces our pulse rate by 2 to a minimum of 3. So we probably want to min-max and have 5 or 6 before we use that. We don't want to use it to only gain 1 pulse back. But that's pretty sweet. I'm going to swap these around. Look, this is open now. Surely we need to indicate that with these, you know, crates that we have. It's not the same otherwise. Wouldn't be thematic unless we had the open crate that literally no one can see. But look at that. That is open. That is open. Okay. We got one more action. What's it going to be? He has an evasion token. From our style on and interact, he's just going to evade twice. So that doesn't really matter. If we shoot him, he's going to try and attack us, which he'll just fail. He's actually too far for us to shoot. He's 3 away, so we can't do that now. So let's just style on him again, right? We go 1, 2. We only move 2 with style on him. These are a little close together. We gain our 3rd evasion token, so we're maxed out on that. And we're hiding between these little pillars, waiting for him to come around the corner so we can blast him. And he gets to evade 3 times. So he already has an evasion token. Nothing bad happens, and we get to roll again. When I don't play where I arbitrarily do like every action 5 times for each demon, this game's a lot easier. It's still not easy, don't get me wrong, but we're not failing. I also have rolled way better, let's be clear. This is the best I've ever rolled. If this run isn't it, I don't know that there's hope for me. Okay, we rolled a 2 and a 3 and a 5. So this time our friend is going to do some stuff. He cannot evade, so he will move instead, and he moves 3. So he'll move 1, 2, 3. He's come up behind us, and then that means his other move action will in fact be an attack action. So he's going to attack us. We rolled a 1, so we failed horribly, but we're going to evade it. So we're doing okay. I think we should go for that other locked crate. Why wouldn't we? We're here. There's lots of locked crates. We got good options there. We only have 1 action though, which is sort of a shame. But I think we have to style on him again. We style on him. That lets us, you know, move towards our crate. And it lets us get that evasion token back. And then he will also evade, but he already has an evasion. So this run away. Run away! It's working. It's working for us. I'm liking it. All right. All right. We're back to rolling crap again. We're getting 1 success. You know what? I'm supposed to be rolling 4 dice. What am I doing? We took that 1 damage. Okay, we have 2 successes, just like that. Woo. All right, we got 1, 3, 4, 5. So our friend cannot evade, so he will move. He's gonna catch up with us. Oh my God. I knocked him over. Oh my gosh. Butterfingers. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna come to there. He's run right up to us. He's gonna try and slice our faces off. What do we get? I rolled a 1 again. So we're gonna use up that evasion token. But that's okay, we got 2 actions now. Now, if we try to open this locked crate, we're going to have to succeed at a test. And we can't kill him in 1 hit because he has an evasion token. So we do 2 damage to him. He'll take, he would take, lose the evasion token and take 1 damage, right? With our 2 actions here. So we could run and gun. We do 1 damage and move. That means he's gonna follow us though, which kind of sucks. And then he's going to gain his evasion token back. I mean, I feel like style on him is just objectively better most of the time. He can't do enough damage unless we roll really badly to get a bunch of, like, through our evasion. So we just sort of survive. And I like surviving. So we're going to style on him again. We're going to run over here. We'll get that evasion token back. And then we're going to interact with this. Because doing so, we're no longer adjacent to him. It means we immediately succeed. You're asking for it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see what I get out of this crate. I think you can only have 1 of each item. But I could be wrong. We get a style soda. Okay, so soda. Style soda allows us to move 2 and gain 2 evasion. So that will be situationally extremely useful. Now we've cracked open all these locked crates. That's all done. Our buddy gets to do his mirror actions. So what do? We styled on him, that means he'll evade. And then we interacted, which means he'll also evade. So he's just gonna hang out. He's just gonna look at us menacingly. He's, you know, salivating a little bit. He's thinking about how good we're gonna taste once he's like filleted us, you know? But the good news for us is we get to roll 4 dice and run to that door here. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, so maybe we won't be running to that door. We got 1, 2, 3, 6. He's gonna do a whole bunch of stuff. He's gonna hurt us. We're not gonna like it. Okay, so he can't evade. So his 3 is gonna become a move, and he'll move right up onto us, and then he's gonna attack us 2 times. 1 for his 2 and 1 for his 1. So let's see what he gets here. That's a hit. We'll evade it. That is also a hit, which we will also evade. Okay, now the unfortunate thing for us is we only have 1 action to do here. That is really crappy. We're not cornered. I think we style on him again, right? We gain our thing. We go whoosh, whoosh, toward the door. We're facing him. We're ready to blast him in the back with our shotgun here. And he evades. So we're fine. Fine. We like that. That's good for us. Let's see what happens. Oh my God. 4, 4, 4, 5. We did it. Well, I don't know what changed, but we're not rolling shit anymore. Like, that's the 4th time this game where we Haven't rolled a single die less than 3, or 3 or less. We're beating the odds, and I'm digging it. It's cool. So because we can, we're gonna blast him twice. He'll lose his evasion and take a damage, and then take that final damage. He's dead. We killed him because we could. Mind you, then if I move and interact, I don't get my last... Okay, we'll leave him. We won't kill him. You know? It would be mean to kill him. Actually, no, wait. Here. I know. We can solve this. We can solve this. So we blast him once. He loses his evasion, and he takes 1 damage. And then we run and gun. We can move up to 2 spaces and do a damage. I'm going to assume that we do that simultaneously and he will die. Because then we can style on him to get to the door, get our evasion back, and then we interact with it and we're out. We're into the next room. Okay, we've made it through a couple of rooms and killed some dudes. This is wild. Oh, what happened? I got distracted and wasn't paying attention. Oh man, trombone, that hurts. That hurts. We're succeeding. It's weird. Never ever talk about a no-hitter. Yeah, whoops. All right, let's see where we go in the corridor here. We're in the corridor. If we roll a 1 again, we get to go to where we need to get through the first phase of the game. We didn't do that, but we rolled a 4, which is where we need to go anyway. So that's cool. We're going to restore the power. The darkness will be better. We're going to the engine room, friends. Let's flip a coin. Heads is A, tails B. That's heads. We're doing engine room A. We also killed a blade demon with the coin, which is always desirable. Okay, listen, if we don't win, like we're stocked up, we've taken 1 damage. We have 3 evasion, we got some armor, we got a style soda. We're at the engine room, we're at the final room for phase 1. This is like it's not even close to our previous runs. This is by far the best we've ever done. A room filled with complex and important machinery that helps to power the ship. The console is an emergency control panel. Interact to restore power to the ship's primary systems and progress the game into the emergency stage. Yeah, I was saying that's what happened and why you were succeeding. Yeah, I mean, I see. Got it. I mean, there is a strange, correlation between you lurking or being preoccupied with oatmeal. Or no, sorry, not oatmeal, granola. And me succeeding. I don't know why that's happening, but it seems to be a thing. Okay, so the engine room looks like a slight pain in the butt. The corridors are not... I don't know who designed this ship, but I kind of hate them. They didn't make navigation very easy, let's say that. And the console is way back in the corner over here. Okay, so there is a locked crate always in this one. We don't even have to discover it, but it's far away from our console. And we do discover barrels. There's 2. Let's see what we get. No barrels. All right, so this is our room. And we have to see, are we spawning at E1 or E2? We're going to spawn at E2. That was a 5. So we're going to spawn up over here. Hiding in the back corner again. Because it's the easiest, the best for streaming, when you guys can't see where I'm at. So over here, like as close as possible to the console. And we're going to spawn some bad guys. They designed it to spite you. Well, listen, they definitely designed these stairs to spite me. We rolled a 3, so this is a little bit spicier. Okay, we're gonna spawn 2 prowling blade demons. So these guys are out of line of sight, but within 4 spaces. So we're gonna put one lurking back here, and one right there. And we also spawn a gun demon who is hunting. Now, he spawns in the furthest space within line of sight. I wonder... something I hadn't thought about. Does that mean he's actually, like, really close to us because of the darkness? Survivor line of sight is limited to 2 spaces. So yes, it does. I think this gun demon is going to spawn right there. All right, well, you know how I talked about how this run was going really well? It just got really shitty. It's looking a lot iffier now, I think. Who designed this ship? I hate them. Man, Galaxy Quest, it's funny. I never watched that movie until fairly recently. I don't know why, but yeah, I just saw it on Netflix one day and gave it a watch, but I hadn't ever seen it previously. Okay, so we got our work cut out for us. This this gun demon here has 3 HP. He moves 2, and he does ranged damage, 1 ranged damage. And if he's adjacent to you, he does 2 damage instead. He's really close to being adjacent. I have a strange feeling he's going to be adjacent as soon as we roll these other dice. Oh no, I knocked the frog demon off of the base. It's a disaster. I dropped a die on it, and it didn't like that. Well, that's something we'll fix later. For now, we have a baseless frog demon. I think it makes almost no difference. Let's roll some dice. We got pulse of 4. Let's see what happens here. 2, 2, 4, 4, so an even split. All right, so the closest demon will activate. He will, unfortunately, move. And then, if I understand this correctly, when there's duplicate actions like this, instead of this becoming like a 1, the other demons are going to move first instead, I believe. Right? All right. I want to know if this... I want to play this as intended, because we've had some rules flubs. So I want to get this right. Okay, so it's only when there's multiple dice or they can't be assigned that they convert downward. So yes, we got 2 2s, which means one of the other demons will move towards us instead. So we're back in the usual scenario is extremely familiar in this game, I think, where these demons have spawned and they are snuggling us. We're making out with that gun demon. I don't know how I feel about it, but this is our life now. This is our life now. So, we got 2 actions. If we want to get away from these demons, we would have to take a blitz action, which is going to allow, these demons to move after us, which is pretty rough. But I feel like just getting rid of this gun demon straight up, we have full evasion anyway. We can attack him, and then we can attack him again, right? That makes the other guys attack, but they only do melee, so they won't attack us. And with 2 attacks, this gun demon's dead. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spend both of our attacks blasting this guy. Boom, boom. He's gone. He's gone. These guys will not attack us. And we're happy. All right. Well, we got 1, 2, 4, 5, same as last time, an even split. Now this 1, 2, the closest demon will move towards us, and then he will attack us. We no longer get to keep that 6. So what do we get? He got a 2, so he'll succeed. We're going to use our evasion. And then we got 2 actions. So, kind of in the same spot as last time. I think we blast this guy. Why blitz past him when we can just shoot him in the face and then he's dead? And then we only have 1 blade demon on the map, right? So we're going to shoot this guy in the face. Boom. That's one of our actions to attack. And then we get another action. And we're going to style on him. We're going to move forward 2 towards this console, gain our other evasion token back, and be happy. Our other demon here will also evade, so he now has an evasion token. But that's all right. That's all right. He's hiding back in the corners over there. And we're getting closer to our goal of the console. Get the power back on. Move into phase 2 of the game for the first time ever. Let's roll. Boom, shaka boom. Yeah. Right in the face. Oh my god. Okay. Listen. When I went inside, did somebody come out here and like switch these dice for loaded dice that don't suck? Because I don't understand what's happening. Look at this. Look. A 5 and 3 6s? Can you imagine that this was the run that I decided to play as 6s as 1s and 1s as 6s? Like the weird opposite day? It would have been so bad. But we get 4 actions. I don't think that's enough for us to like make it out of here. But it's enough for us to get some stuff done for sure. Which is pretty cool. So we want to go interact with this. I think we can run and gun. We'll move 1, 2. Actually, we're not going to be able to hit him with a run and gun. But, okay, so we'll style on him to get there. We can't actually gain an additional thing, but we can avoid giving them a good action. We're going to interact with this and hit that lever. Get the power back on. There's no more darkness. We are free to shoot in a straight line as far as we can see. The power is back on. It is bright in this ship. All right, we got 2 more actions. He's going to just evade twice. So far he hasn't gained anything from the things that we've done. Now, we could run and gun now. Move 2 spaces and do 1 damage. He'll move after us, but that's okay. We'll move 2 spaces and deal a damage. We're floating between the platform and the wall, and I'm totally okay with it. So he's going to lose his evasion because we did that. And then we could just blast him and he'll be dead. Or we could just leave him because he's just a blade demon. I think we just leave him. Let's just leave him. So, he's going to move after us anyhow. If we move again, he's going to move after us again. Why don't we run and gun? We can deal a damage and then move 2 spaces. So we can do that again. Then he's taken 1 damage. So that means even with evasion, we can kill him. Okay, because he's hiding in the corner there. We're floating, by the way, and I love it. We're just floating. Then we can move 2 spots. 1, 2. And then he's going to resolve his things. So he's going to gain his evasion back, unfortunately. And then he's going to move after us. 1, 2, 3. And we'll just put him right behind us here. Okay. And then we're rolling again. So we'll run into that exit. I forgot that there was a locked crate, but we can only have 1 of each item, and we have 2. I don't know how worth it is. Probably it's worth it, but we're not going to do it. We're just going to keep going. All right. 4 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. That's what he said, and then it turns out his thumbs are knives, and he stabs us with them 2 times. So we rolled a 1, so that's a hit, and a 4, that's a miss. So we've used 1 evasion token. And then we got 2 actions. So we can style on him to move. Ooh, but if we style on him, then we don't get out of the thing this round. Let's just move. 1, 2, 3, and then interact with the door, and we're out. Okay, so we successfully, I don't know how the hell this happened, but we have completed stage 1 of the game. Okay, so we essentially have to make it to 3 rooms, right? We have to make it to room 4, the engine room, and turn the power back on. We did that. There's no longer darkness. That means we can shoot if they're in line of sight at any range, instead of only a range of 2. And then now, we need to do the next thing, which I don't even remember. What is it? We got to get to the nav bridge. Okay? That lets us enable the evacuation protocol, but it also starts the self-destruct sequence. So once we enable it, then we have 6 rounds, 6 explorations in order to get to the escape pod bay, find a working escape pod, and get the hell out. But we did phase 1. This is the best run we've had by a million miles. Now, a significant part of that is because I made a very egregious rules error earlier, but nonetheless. All right. Let's see what room we're going to now. 6. Ooh. Hey, you know what? I want to look, actually, because this is where we can exert, I think. We can, when we're exploring, we can place a different room, but I think we can only move the die up, maybe. I want to see. There's a lot of really minor things like that in this. Interesting. I don't see that in here. I saw the exerting for failing a test. Oh, room tests. Here you go. Okay, so we can modify, we can increase our pulse rate by up to, or by 2. Oh, okay, so we can, for each 1 we increase our pulse rate, we can modify the die by 1, up or down. So if we take our pulse rate up to 5, we have our soda, we can always chug our soda immediately to get it back down to 3. But that lets us turn this to 5. And that means we're going to find the room that we need immediately. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that. This is feeling promising. We're winning this one. We're getting there. So we found the nav bridge. All right, is it A or B? Where is my coin? Heads is A. Tails is B. What do we got? We got heads again. We've rolled heads or flipped heads every time. So that's A. Let's get all this terrain off of here. That guy. We're on the bridge. I swear the music, the playlist still exists, but it feels like it's stopped anyway. I might have to fix that in a second, because no music is rather anticlimactic, you know? Like, that just will not do. Oh no, it's there. I hear it. It's gentle. All right, so we discover one barrel. Let's see what we get. There is a barrel. It is over here. And then we discover 2 locked crates. There are no locked crates, so no items for us to recover. And we are going to start at E1. So we start over here on the stairs of impossibility. And with us is a... we don't find out yet. We're getting ambushed by 2 blade demons. Deja vu. All right. So we're rolling 5 dice now. Our pulse rate is 5. That's actually bad, right? We don't... if our pulse rate hits 7, we lose. So we gotta tread carefully here, because these guys have ambushed us. And they want us dead. We gotta get here, activate that lever. That starts our escape sequence now that the power's back on. And then we gotta race our little butts to the escape pod bay. And there's multiple escape pod bays, which may or may not have a functional escape pod in them. So this could be iffy. Could be iffy. All right, I'm gonna go fix the music. I'm gonna fix the music. 1 sec. Why did it just arbitrarily stop? No idea. But let's get to it. Whoa, that didn't work. Okay, we're rolling 5 dice. One, two, three, four, 4. So we are going to take a couple hits here for sure. So, one of our friends gains an evade. They can't move, so they'll attack, and then the other guy will attack. But these attacks each do 2 damage. So, because we're idiots, you know, we could actually lose the game here. How do the items work? Do we get to use them whenever we want? Oh, it's an action. We have to use an action to use our item. So I'm min-maxed, and I'm gonna min-max myself right to death here, because these guys ambushed us. There's 2 attacks. The first attack we would use up both of our evasion tokens, and then the second attack we would die if they hit us. Eee, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. Damn. This feels wrong. I don't like it. Damn, we do have to perform the item action to do it. Okay. Let's see if we min-maxed and we flubbed it. Here we go. I rolled a 4. That's a miss. So we're fine. We're good. We didn't flub it. Ah, I just knocked over the whole terrain. Flubbed that. That was a disaster. Alright, they're going to attack us again. This time we rolled a 1, so that's a hit. We lose both of our evasion tokens, but we don't die immediately. So that is swell. So, we've got 2 actions. And we got a problem. These guys are looking to kill us. And kill us dead. So we're going to use one of those actions. I mean... Okay, let's think this out here. They're right in our face. We could just kill them. We could just kill them. Then something else is going to spawn. But that gives us a turn with which to, you know, use our items. That sort of thing. I think that's what we do. Let's try this out. Let's get these blade demons out of our face so that we're not spending the whole time running from them. Okay? So we're going to take 2 actions, both of which is a attack action. We're going to do 2 damage to each of them. That means they're both dead. Boom. We're just standing there with our shoddy. No big deal. Loving life. Okay? So, now we're rolling 5 dice. Because we didn't heal up last round or something like that, we roll more dice and we don't get boned. What do we get? 5, 5, 5, 2, 3. So this 2 and this 3 get discarded. We don't do anything with them, but we do spawn a demon instead. So, let's see what we get. We rolled a 1. That's the same thing. If I get ambushed by 2 blade demons, no. So this time we were being hunted by a frog demon. So that's the one that I broke the base off of while playing because I dropped a die because I'm an idiot. And hunting means it's in the furthest space within line of sight. So that's probably here. We're going to call it there. Now, frog demons still only have an HP of 2. And we got 3 actions. So it might just... The best thing to do might be to use one of those actions just to put it down. You know? I think that's a decent idea. It's in line of sight. We can attack it. It takes 2 damage. We dealt with that frog demon. Then we can take an item action. And I think we'll use up our armor. Because that allows us to get rid of 2... Get our pulse rate down by 2. And then we can style on him. We can move 2 spots. 1, 2. We're now adjacent to the console and can use it to activate the emergency escape sequence. And we also gain one of our evasion tokens back. Nice. Look at us here. Looking successful. Ready to hit that lever and live another day. All right. So now we're only rolling 3 dice instead of 5. 2 6s and a 2. So this 2 gets discarded. We spawn a bad guy instead. What do we get? We get lots of demons. We rolled a 2. We get 2 blade demons that are prowling. So they're 4 spaces away, out of line of sight if possible. So they're probably over here. And a gun demon that's hunting. So it's in the furthest space within line of sight. I don't remember if the platform ruins line of sight, but this definitely does. So that gun demon actually is going to be really close to us. Like, he's probably there. Because I think the platform doesn't block line of sight. Now we got 2 actions, but then now there's enough demons on the board that they are going to definitely respond to us here, right? There's lots on the go. We do need to activate this thing, but I also don't want to get chewed up by that gun demon. He does ranged damage, so if he attacks, he'll just pot shot us from afar, and he has 3 HP. So I don't love that for us. So I think we just put down this gun demon. If we're going to do that, we have to take 2 attack actions. But then the other guys, their response is just to attack, and they do melee, so we're fine. So yeah, let's get this gun demon off the board. We're going to attack twice. Boom, boom. He takes 4 damage from his total of 3. He's dead. And those guys don't do anything too spicy. And we're rolling 3 dice again. 2, 5, 6. All right, one of them is going to move towards us. Closest 1, 2, 3. It's right beside the console. We got 2 actions left. He's definitely in line of sight. We're gonna shoot him. Boom! Blast him with the shotgun. I should have totally had that in the other view, because this is like, you know, it's well angled for our like shotgun blast to the face. He's gone. He's dead. And then with our other action, we can activate this console. Okay, so kadunk, big chonky lever that's like as big as us. We push that up. We have now successfully activated the emergency navigation system. We have 6 explorations, 6 rounds, 6 rooms to find an escape pod and get in it. Let's see if we can do it. This guy will gain evasion. And attack, but his attack doesn't do anything because he's melee only. Ah, shit, I did it again. I keep moving this so it's in a better position for the camera, and then I keep bonking the edge of that. I don't know. 3, 4, 6. All right, the rolls are on our side this time. So he can't evade, but he can move. 1, 2, 3. I feel like they're just kind of lining up for us. Like we could just blast this guy in the face and then move towards the door. Or we could just not blast him in the face and style on him twice. Let's do that. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Gain 2 evasion tokens. He jumped up on the platform thinking he was fooling us, and we were just like, oh yeah? We did like a cool slide here. We ran this way. Absolutely styled on him. Made him look like an idiot. And we're basically ready to escape into the next room. 4, 4, 5. We did it. We did it. We have maxed evasion. There are no items here. So we're just going to move and activate the door, and we're out. We're on to the next room, on to bigger and better things. Now we need to find an escape pod, which is not easy because we have to roll for them. We don't, even if we find the room, there's not necessarily a working escape pod in it. Ooh, pretty camera work. Thanks, Buckle. Working on it. I think this is a good game to show off a little bit with the slider, you know? It's a very contained area. This is just like a little 6x6 platform. And I bought this terrain kit, and it looks cool. These are all magnetic too, right? Like they're nifty. I'm digging it. It's fun. I've been getting my ass kicked the whole time, but having a blast. All right, so let's see where we're going. We want to get a 6. We rolled a 3, which is unfortunate because we can exert to increase that, but we can only do it up to 2. So we could only make it up to a 5, which ain't a 6. So, too bad. I like it. Yeah, me too. I'm happy with it. It's funny, Trombone was, I don't know if you were in here, she was doing some quotes earlier, and one was about the old fish prince. I hadn't thought about King of the Castle in a hot minute, but I laughed about it. That is in many ways not a 6. Yep. All right, so we're in the cryo room. We have never been in here before. Let's see. Are we going into room A or room B? Heads is A. Tails, that's new and uncharted territory for us. So we're going to make layout 3B here. The doors are on like opposing sides of the room, which, you know, probably isn't good for us, if I had a guess. But, you know, that's the way it goes. All right. So we gotta discover locked crates. There's potentially 2. Let's see what we get. We get 2 locked crates. That'd be good for refreshing our items. One is down here. One is over in this nook back here. That sucks. And then, oh, there may or may not be a console. We have to discover the console. There is not a console. So if the console had been in here, we could activate it to make the ship cold, and the cold effect really negatively affects the demons. It's like a huge boon for us, but there is in fact no console in here for us. Unfortunate. And we are going to have to see, where do we spawn? We spawn at E1. So we're right here on the staircase of impossibility. We should play that game again sometime. I loved it. I wonder what they're done with it in updates. Yeah, I don't know. I do remember seeing an update where they basically said like they were done with it. Like they weren't adding anything going forward. But I'm sure they added stuff since we had played it last, you know? Because it has been a while. All right, we got to spawn a demon or 2 in here. What do we get? Ooh, those look sharp. 2 blade demons that are prowling. So they're 4 spaces away, out of line of sight if possible. And you can count through walls, basically. So they're prowling over here. Around the corner. We'll do that. How's that? One's around the corner, one's lurking back here. We know he's there, but you know. All right. One, 2, 6. We suck. This guy's gonna move. 1, 2, 3. He can't attack though. With our 6, we're gonna blast him. He's out. See ya, nerd. Oof. That's a bad one. This has not happened to us yet this run. We rolled a 2, 3, 3, so we don't get to do any actions. We just get to sit here and get screwed. So our blade demon friend is going to gain an evasion. He can't get another one, so he'll move. 1, 2, 3, and then he'll move a second time, and he is right up in our face. He wants to party. Ah! But how the turntables? We rolled 3 4s. 4, 4, 4, so he doesn't get an action this time. So we're going to blast him. Get him out of the way. We don't need to style on him or blitz. We have 3 evasion tokens here. We probably want to go over to that locked container because we would like to get another armor if we can. I don't know how useful the fragnate is. The flame frag or whatever it's called. That is exactly what it's called. But we'll have to see. Well, thank you for that hydrate. Taking care of me, Martina. So, we're just going to use our remaining 2 actions, I think, to run over there. We can move up to 3 and then up to 3. We're here at the crate. There are 2 locked crates. Yeah, this is one of them. We ran from the door over to the crate. We still gotta run around to that other corner. It's gonna be iffy. But that's okay. That's a problem for next round. Now, we rolled a 2, a 3, and a 6. That sucks. That sucks. But we ignore this 2 and 3, and we spawn a demon. So what do we get? We got 2 prowling blade demons. They're all over the place this time. So they're gonna be prowling. I don't know. Let's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. They're out of line of sight. They're hanging around. Look at these guys. We're just here trying to pick up a flame frag or something, and these guys, they got plans for us. You know, they got plans. All right, we got our 1 die that we got to use. This 1, 6. We're going to use that to take a interact action and crack open this box. Let's see what we get out of it. We rolled a 3. That is a style soda. That is the item that we have. This is specifically addressed in here. What does it say? We might just get nothing. I think we get nothing. That would be in keeping with this game generally. Oh, you always find items you're not already carrying. Weird, the game is nice. So, a flame frag is a 1 to 3, and an armor plate is a 4 to 6. So we would have preferred the armor plate, but we got the flame frag. So, I don't actually think there's like a good item token for that. So we're just going to take this big kerblooey icon, this explosive looking thing. We'll call that a flame frag. I don't know. They kind of phoned it in on the tokens here a little bit, I think. Now, we did take an interact action, which means our friends get an evasion. Their plans are to get blasted. I hope so. I hope so. Okay, and all the demons will get that evade, which is a shame, but here we are. All right, let's see what we're working with. Okay, if we could stop rolling 2 negative dice and 1 positive one and just roll like 2 or 3 positives, that'd be swell. Only having 1 action is pretty crippling. It's weird. It's like you're kind of incented to have, like, I think 4 is the exact right amount for your pulse to be at, but like it's hard to get it there, you know. Anyhow, one of them's gonna move. We'll say this guy, the closest one. I don't know if this guy's the closest, but we're calling him closest. Oh, the spacing on this for the bases is a little bit tight. Sometimes it doesn't quite work out, but he is making a move. He is ready to come snuggle us. His other action is to attack, which they're melee only, so nothing too bad there. So I think we take a run and gun action. I mean, yeah, then they'll move. So we'll take a run and gun action. And that lets us do 1 damage. So one of them has lost their evasion. This guy that we're face to face with. And the other guy's going to move towards us. So So there's a hallway full of demons. It's extremely hard to see because it's just jam-packed in there, you know? All right, let's roll some nice, like some good dice this time. Okay, we got 2 successes. That's exactly what we wanted. So we got a 2, that's a move. None of them can take a move action. So one of them will take a attack action instead. It'll be that guy right up front. What's he get? He missed, he whiffed, he sucks. We rolled a 5. Too bad. All right, so let's take an attack action because that'll let us do 2 damage to this guy. He's now dead. And we could take an attack action here because then we'll get rid of his evasion and do 1 damage to him. He'll attack us back, but he's melee only, so it doesn't matter, right? We just blasted his friend's face off, and now we're gonna take a little pot shot at him. We'll do 2 damage. He loses his evasion and takes a damage. He's almost dead. And we're rolling again. 2-2-2, we failed. We completely whiffed it. So in this room, the cryo room, we have twice now not gotten to take an action at all because of our immense failure. So this guy's going to move towards us, and then he's going to attack us 2 separate times. 6, that's a miss, and we get to save the number of the beast. And a 5, that's also a miss. This guy's an idiot. And he sucks. You'd think for a guy with like blades for arms that they'd be better at using them, but I guess not. All right, 5-5-3. There we go. We got 2 actions this time. So he's going to evade. He doesn't have an evade token, so he's going to gain an evade token. And then we got 2 actions. So figuratively speaking, if we shot him in the face, he would die. He'd evade 1 damage, he'd take the other one. He already has 1 damage, he'd be dead. And I think that's maybe what we want to do, because we just want to get over to that door, and we want to do so now. And this guy's kind of being a pain in the ass. Alternatively, we always find items that we don't have. So we could go over to that crate. So that we can interact with it next turn. Find the armor. That would be smart. That would be smart. Let's do that. He's not too risky to us. So we can either blitz, in which case we like avoid him, but he potentially hits us. Or we shoot him and then move over there. Or we could run and gun. Let's just shoot him. Let's blast him in the face. He's dead. Get out of the way, you idiot. And then let's move over there. So right over here, hiding in the corner, trying to get to this next crate of joy. Sadly, there's no console here for us to find, but that's okay. All right. What do we get? 1-3-3. Oh my god. So we got a 3rd roll where we got no actions, but they all get discarded. We spawn a demon because there's none on the map. So what do we spawn? 2 blade demons on the prowl. Man, these guys have been prowling around this whole time. Let's put one on this side, one on this side, just for shits. Now we don't get to take an action, nor do they, because they spawned in and that's it. 1, 4, 6. Okay, so they're gonna try and attack us. They fail horribly. We got 2 actions. We're going to style on them, and then we're gonna interact and open that up. That means they're gonna gain evasion tokens, but that's okay. That's all that they do. And we're going to get the armor because it's the only item we don't have. And we always find items that we don't have. So that lets us lower our pulse rate by 2. That's pretty big. It's pretty big. All right. So we're hiding down here. We just cracked this open. It's gone now. I don't know. And our friends, they want to come get us. They want to stab us in the heart. We did it again. So 4th time in this room. 1, 2, 2. We suck. Okay, we're going to have to blast our way through these demons as well. Because we're just minding our own business, collecting armor. And this guy's like, hey, 1, 2, 3. This is really tight because of the terrain. This guy's like, hey, what do you find over there? He's also hanging out in the hallway. Neither of them can attack us. But they are both thinking about it. They're both really thinking about it. Man. Rough. All right. 3, 4, 6. So with a 3, well, they can't evade, but they can move. So this guy's going to move and come in for the snuggle. And how are we going to do this? I think we're gonna. Do we just blast him twice? Because then we don't get attacked. I think that's what we do. We just stay where we're at. I would prefer to move, but then the other guy's gonna move onto us. So we're just gonna blast this guy twice in the face. He came, we were standing here with our shotty ready. He lined up, he came around the choke point, just like we wanted to. Bang, bang. Gone. He's out. He's dead. All right. Man, we have been slogging our way through this room. 2, 3, 6. All right, he can't evade. He's gonna move, and then he's gonna attack us. Look at this menacing guy. Races up. He snarls at us. Tries to attack. He succeeds. We're going to use an evasion token. And then we got one action, which is unfortunate. If we attack him, he's going to attack us back. And you know what? We're just going to go for it. We'll get rid of his evasion token, and we'll do 1 damage to him. He's almost dead. He attacks us back. He succeeds. These firefights are getting a little spicier now. A little spicier. All right. 1, 1, 5. So he's going to attack us twice. Damn. Okay. What's he get? That's a damage, or, well, we evade it. That's a damage. We don't evade it. So, hey, our pulse is now at 4. We get to roll 4 dice. We're in the mythical perfect zone. And it turns out that we're still looking at him. He's still lined up with our shotty. Boom. He's dead. He's out. We got him. Thanks for playing. See ya, nerd. All right, 4 dice. Let's go. This is where we want to be. Rolling 3 dice that don't count is not where we want to be. But just like last time, we cleared the map. We're going to ignore those and spawn bad guys. What do we get? Oh my god, it's 2 prowling blade demons. I've never seen this. This is unprecedented. All right, we got 1 action. We're styling on them. We're moving as close as we can down this hallway. This corridor is a little bit, this map's a lot harder for me to show off because of it's very close quarters, but we're styling on them. We get a evasion token. We've moved, so we're lined up. There is a gap between us and them. and we're trying to get to this door so we can move on and find our way to the escape pod. These guys just do not want to allow that to happen. Now, because we styled on them, they gain an evasion. That sucks, but it is true. All right, we're rolling 4 dice. Let's try getting more than 1 success this time. There we go. That's 3 successes. That's big. That's big. They got an attack, which, well, they're too far away to attack us successfully. There's that gap. These guys are melee only. They suck. Sorry, nerds. All right, so I think we can move past them because we can move diagonally, you know? No, we cannot move diagonally between spaces occupied by demons and or terrain other than blitzing. Okay, so that's how I've been playing anyway. So we could style on him. That gets us to 1 in front. This is very difficult because the one thing that's a problem with this grid is that the magnetic thing works, but the bases are just like a 0.5 millimeter too large, and then we float. We get stuck between these. You know? It'd be a bug, a glitch in a Halo game or something. Anyways, we style on him. We move forward. We gain our evasion token. Then we blitz. So blitz allows us to move up to 2 through enemies. So we can move diagonally to here and then diagonally to there. Now, we do have to roll. And on a roll of a 1, he hits us. Okay? So we blitzed our way by. We rolled a 6. So that actually goes into our pool of captive dice. We've never had that matter. It's not going to matter this time because they go away. Because we're going to use our final action to activate the door. And we escape this room and we're on to the next one. Let's go. We're slowly but surely getting there. So, we have successfully restored the power. We've activated the emergency nav. And the sirens are blazing because the self-destruct sequence has started. We have 6 rounds to escape the ship. We've used up 1 of those. We have 5 more to go. I don't know. What do you mean it's a disaster? This is going great. It's the best it's gone by far. We're on phase 3 out of 3. We're almost there. It's viable that we could win on this run at this point. So, let's see. Where are we going? Where are we going? We want to get to room 6. That is a 5. We are absolutely, positively going to take a pulse damage in order to exert to get that to a 6 so that we find the correct room, because it may or may not have the console that we need. So, 6 gets us into the emergency escape pod bay. We are going to flip a coin for heads is A, tails is B. We're in room A, 6A. Let's see here. Do we find what we need? This is a room that contains escape pods and equipment needed in an emergency. Most scattered or broken. So it says the console is the escape pod controls. Interact during... Oh wait, this always has an escape pod. Oh no. No it doesn't. Never mind. It always has a console, but it doesn't necessarily have a functioning escape pod. If no escape pods were discovered, the survivor will have to look for another one. Okay, so let's see here. We got the platform. Our console is over here. We got A, didn't we? I'm doing this wrong. I was doing B. Alright, our console's there. Weird way to lay out this room, but that's okay. Oh, I can feel it now. It's this is the corridor of doom where we're gonna spawn in this corridor and there's gonna be a bunch of dudes trying to snuggle us again. I don't know why these demons are so, like, touch-starved, that they always want to, you know, come give me a hug. But I don't love it. I don't love it. Okay, so we discover a locked crate. Let's see what we get. We do not find a locked crate. And we discover functioning escape pods. Now, it doesn't tell me how many, so I'm going to assume that means we roll 1. Should have clarified, apparently. Oh, it's a disaster for demon ship. I see. Even though I clearly stated I was rooting for the demon ship. It's true. Hey, a 5. That means we found the escape pods. So we just got to make it to the console, activate it, and we win. All right. We got 2 evasion. We got a pulse rate of 5. We got to figure out where we're spawning. Let's see. Let's see that first. We are spawning at E2. We're back here in the corner. Okay. Who's starting with us? It is 2 prowling blade demons. Never seen that before. So they're out of line of sight if possible. So they're going to hang out over around the corner here. And a gun demon. Hunting. So furthest space in line of sight. He's just right here in the corner, staring us down with his Edward gun hands is just giving us a look, you know? And it's not one that we're particularly fond of. All right. This is our moment. Let's start by rolling our dice. 1, 3, 4, 5. An even split. Not bad, not bad. So the closest demon is probably this guy. He's going to gain an evade. And then he's going to attack. But he can't resolve an attack. This guy can resolve an attack. So we'll have the gun demon resolve that, because that's otherwise bullcrap. So this gun demon's going to try and shoot in a straight line at us. Let's see. We got our special demon attack die. We rolled a 6. That's a miss, and we get to set this aside. The gun demon sucks at using guns. What an idiot. Awesome. Okay. So, we got a 4 and a 5. We just want to get rid of this gun demon. That's what we did last time. It served us well. This guy can put up 2 damage if he gets into melee range, and he moves. He only moves 2. He moves slow, but we'd really rather not. So we have full line of sight. We can just shoot him for 2. He has 3 health. It'll take both of our actions to do it, but he will be dead. Wait. We don't miss. All right. He's dead. And those guys would get to attack us, but they're melee only. I feel like we've abused that the entire game. So I'm happy to continue abusing it. All right. Let's roll some dice. 3, 3, 4, 4. All right, so one of them, the other guy, is going to gain an evade token, so they both have an evasion, and then one of them will move towards us, and he can get right up close and personal because they move up to 3. He moves around. lines up nice and good, and we blast him in the face. Twice. This seems to be a trend. These guys run into shotgun range. We blast them. They die. We're happy. That uses both of our actions. But we've whittled down the demons from 3 demons to 1 demon. He's hiding back there. And we've taken no damage. I feel like that's pretty good for us. 1, 4, 4, 6. Okay, so he's gonna try and attack us. He cannot. He's melee only. Sucks to suck, nerd. Okay, we got to get to this console. How are we gonna do it? How are we gonna do it? We can move straight there, and then we could try and just activate it. We could try and activate it this turn, or we could kill him. He has an evasion, but we could move 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then we leap around the corner and run and gun. Well, that lets us move 2 and do a damage. So his evasion's gone. And then you know what we do? We do the usual. We got our shoddy. He's in melee range. Boom. There's demon brains all over the walls. It's a disaster for them. We are standing pretty. We are adjacent to the console. There are no demons on the map. This is where we want to be. It's where we want to be. We're happy here. We're happy. Look at this. Look at us. As happy as could be. All right. I think this is it. Oh my god, no it is not. We got a 2, 2, 2, 3. I think this is it. I said famous last words. We literally don't get to take an action this turn. Fabulous. But, because there's no demons on the map, these all get discarded and we instead spawn a new demon. What do we get? We rolled a 3. That's 2 prowling blade demons. Oh my god, am I ever tired of prowling blade demons. And a gun demon, which has to be in line of sight. So, but as far away as possible. So I think line of sight is actually, it's there. We can see that dude. It's from one corner of our thing being 2 corners of his square being visible. And I think that is, this guy's looking at us menacingly. He's standing on the corpse of his father. Edward. He's Edward II. Okay? And these guys are thinking about attacking us, but currently they're just like, you know, chatting in the shadows. All right, now we don't get to take any actions because we didn't roll any dice that are positive. So instead, we gotta roll all these again and see what happens. 4, 5, 6, 2. And there's an ad. You know what? Twitch has some stupid algorithm where they try to optimize when the ads play. And I swear to God, we end up having a ad at every climactic moment. I'm sitting here, hopefully about to win the game. Ad. It used to be on like a steady timer, and the timer is just like a little variable now. It's almost just consistent, but not. It messes up all the time. Anyway, so we're going to wait a second. Thank you for that, Martina. Appreciate that. Yeah. I'm going to have a little sip of coffee. And then we're going to win the game. James will compliment you. Cosmic beat. Okay. We're going to wait a second. I'm going to let this ad run out because it's not fair to give you a compliment in a when everyone potentially can't hear. We got to wait that out. So that gives me 20 seconds to think of something nice to say. I'm teasing. I have lots of nice things to say. I was going to take the compliment during the ad. Well, I waited anyway, because you know what, Cosmic Beat? You deserve the compliment when everyone can hear. Now, I did previously have a nice compliment thing that was a little more zoomed in, a bit more personal, but it is totally not set up right now, so this will have to do. But Cosmic Beat, I appreciate you being here. You are like one of the super consistent viewers who's always in chat. I can count on you being here, rain or shine, and I deeply appreciate it. I've also really, like, you've been one of the few who's been showing up and lurking on the YouTube live streams. That's really helpful for me, and I appreciate that as well. So I thoroughly enjoy your presence here and deeply appreciate that you're just, I can always count on you to be there in chat, usually with a positive voice too, which I'm a big fan of. I need that sometimes, because it's rough out there. So thanks so much for always being around. Appreciate you. Wednesday streams are awesome. Team Sarah. That's true. It's true. It's true. I really enjoy the Wednesday streams, and I mentioned this earlier. Wacky Tabaxi Tavern was in chat. We were going back and forth a little bit with some comments on YouTube. In any case, I mentioned earlier that I'm going to be doing a big push for more YouTube content. I haven't started that at all. Well, I mean, I've been working on it, but I haven't really published anything or pushed towards it. I've just been doing these streams there fairly regularly. I mean, I stream on YouTube every time I stream on Twitch every Sunday. We're on YouTube live right now as well. And I also stream on YouTube every Wednesday. So I've been trying to settle into a little bit of a schedule. Basically, the way it's going to work is Mondays, I post the content schedule with the games we're going to play that week. Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Mountain, I stream on YouTube. And then every day but today, I start at 1 p.m. Mountain here on Twitch as well as on YouTube. And I'm going to be doing that and making a real push for more YouTube content that isn't live streaming, video content. I got a bit of a false start there because it's been a hectic couple of weeks, and it's tough to balance with full-time work and a young family. But we're gonna figure it out, and yeah, appreciate your support. Oh shucks, I'm blushing. Well, honestly, it's been nice to have you around. All right, back to the game. We rolled a 2, 4, 5, 6. So 2 is a movement action. Our nearest guy is going to move. So I think that's this lurking demon. And he's going to move 1, 2, 3. He's going to come over and snuggle us. And you know what that means? He's lined up exactly where we wanted him to be. And we're going to use one of our actions to blast him in the face. He's done. It's over. We're going to use our other action to take an interact action and hit that lever. And we're going to step over his hot corpse. I don't think we actually have to get anywhere to the escape pods. Maybe we have to exit the room. I don't know. Maybe we're not about to win. Maybe we need to do a little bit more first. Should have figured that out before I was such a smartass. How do I win? Do I have to go through the door? I'm going to go with probably yes. Oh no, we have to just interact with the console. We did it. We win. They're doomed. They're dead. It's all over. We won. It might not have been clean. It might not have been, or we might have completely invalidated our win streak. There might have been a couple rules errors along the way, but we won. We won. We did it. We did it. This was fun. I enjoyed Demonship. I feel a little bit conflicted about it, though, if I'm honest. I feel like the core gameplay loop is fun. I would play this again. But considering the time I invested in putting the minis together, setting up the terrain, gluing it all up, you know, whatever, learning the not great rules, like the system is fine. The rule book it's not horrible, but it could be half as long and twice as good. So I like it. I had a lot of fun. I lost bad, and I was having a blast losing. But I wish there was something, like, I wish there was just a little bit more, you know? It like, between learning the rules and putting all the terrain and stuff together, it's like, you know, probably it's several hours before you can get this out onto the table for a solo game, right? Mostly because of the construction of all the components and whatever, right? Fun has been had. It is true. Fun has been had, and that is good. But, like, you know, it feels like a couple small changes would have made this like a framework for a lot more fun, right? Like, I just won the game, and it feels like if I were to do another playthrough, it probably wouldn't be dramatically different, right? And the single thing that I think feels like it's missing here is I wish there was just a little bit more variety with the enemies, or a little bit more of a fleshed out enemy AI. It's really interesting, the way the demons get two actions, essentially, the pulse actions initially, and then the mirror actions based on what you do. That gives you a lot of like tactical decision making, but unfortunately it feels a little bit cheesy. There's lots of times where we were intentionally setting it up so that there was only blade demons, and I'm taking actions where they only get to attack, but they can't attack me because they're not in melee range, and things like that, right? So it felt very peaky, where either, you know, I got two shot by that frog demon and didn't really have a lot of agency, or I'm cheesing it and I'm untouchable, you know. And it felt like there's space between those that could be fleshed out with, like, you know, a couple different enemies or something like that. Yeah, for $50 for the game without the terrain, I don't think it's for me. Yeah, I think that's exactly it, right? It's like, you know, this was a really good game. I like the framework is, the core gameplay loop is fun, and I had a lot of fun playing it, even though I lost a bunch. It was funny. I was having a blast, you know? But it's like, it is, I feel like the experience is largely over, right? Am I going to revisit this game? Not without letting it sit for a long time, because I don't think there's enough here that would be new that I would want to experience, right? And there is a lot of like randomness in the playthrough in terms of, like, are you successful in finding the rooms and whatever, and that's cool. I'm okay with that, but it does feel like it is a bit. It's a bit like, it's sort of a, like, it's a bit of an extended experience. It took a long time to get through this and to make it to the end and whatever. And a lot of that felt like I'm going through the motions and doing the same thing I did last time. And yeah, sure, I randomized the room, and whether I discovered locked crates or whatever is different, but I'm still largely doing the same thing repeatedly, you know? So overall, I feel like this was a great experience. I am happy I played Demonship. Putting the terrain together was also sort of a bit of a mixed bag. It went together okay, but not as well as I thought. A lot of the small pieces were really, like, honestly, like, I think they were cut optimistically. That's how I would describe it. Now, this could be a climate thing. I mean, it's MDF. MDF doesn't really get affected by humidity too badly, but it's like a lot of the smaller pieces were cut in such a way that it was very difficult for me to modify them to fit, and they didn't fit well. So it was like they were cut so that they would, if everything was perfect, they would fit perfectly, but then they're not quite perfect and they don't fit perfectly. And if they had just been a little looser overall, assembly would have taken a lot less time, and I think the end product would have actually been better. But I don't have a ton of experience with the terrain assembly, so I'm not sure. Anyways, overall, great game, good experience. Happy I shared it with you guys. I had a blast playing this. Would I rebuy this again for, between the game and the terrain, I think I'm in it for like $120, and it's like, well, I got whatever, 5 hours out of it. How long have I been streaming? I don't even know. Apparently I no longer have that on my interface here. I'm glad I played this. I would have been more glad if it was half as much money. Anyway, 4 hours. There you go. So, good game, fun. Makes me. It's funny because as much as I say I have some misgivings about it and that sort of thing, it makes me wonder about Pit Lord. So this was Malev's first game, and Pit Lord is his second one, and I wonder if, with a game under his belt, if the next one is, a little bit more refined, polished, that sort of thing. I'm curious. Don't know if I'm curious enough to buy it anytime soon. It is expensive. I don't even know that it's very easily available for me, but we'll see. Anyhow, thanks so much for being here. I had a blast. I'm glad you guys laughed at my failures. And let's find some place to raid. Sundays are sometimes a little bit weird, so let's see what's on the go. Olympian's on. I feel like we've raided Olympian like every time recently, he's just always on Sundays. We overlap. Mind you, listen, he's playing Night Thirst. That's the so this was designed by Malev. Night Thirst is designed by Witty. Both published by Blackside Studios. Let's just raid Olympian. B&B Tabletop. Plenty of options, yeah. It's true. B&B Tabletop, what are they up to? We haven't raided in there in a minute, that's for sure. You know what, sure. Let's raid B&B Tabletop. Are they actually like started up? Yeah, I think so. They've only been on for 19 minutes. They're just getting going. Let's give them some momentum. And then we're not. It does seem appropriate, I agree. But like the last couple of weeks, we've raided into Olympian or we did TTAD. We got to mix it up a little bit. We're going to raid B&B Tabletop. And they're just getting started. We'll help them get their stream kicked off. And yeah, so previously I would always try and I'd always try and let you guys know the content schedule, like right now, as we kind of raid out, kind of figure things out. I have no idea what it is. I'm going to figure it out tonight or tomorrow. But if you're interested in the content schedule, check the Discord. I will post it there tomorrow. And Wednesdays, I'm on YouTube Live with my daughter, Sarah. So we'll be there 6 p.m. And when I'll be back on Sunday. I feel like I'm struggling to wrap this up. So we're going to raid B&B Tabletop. thanks so much for being here. Appreciate. Also had some gift subs and stuff like that in chat today. That was great. Thanks so much, guys. And we'll see you Wednesday, hopefully. And if not that, then this coming Sunday. Have a great one. We'll see you.